Hello there, welcome back. Welcome back, my friends. Random show settings, what's good, what's happening, what's crack-a-lacking. Tell me what's really good. Bang your doors wherever you guys are at. What's happening, what's going on. Random show settings. We're back in the sector today. Hope you are well wherever this live stream may find you. I hope you are doing swimmingly. We've got a couple things to touch on that I've obviously noted in the flipping description. I think I've got to talk about the Adam 22 stuff, the Joe Budden v NBA Youngboy, and then of course we're going to look over the fucking Chin vlog, innit, that he put out recently. So that should be a little fun one as well, because that Chin vlog looks very interesting. So there should be some little nice bits and pieces in there that we could all kind of point and laugh at and have our merry fun. You feel me? First things first though, before I start, I actually need to, I wish I did this beforehand, but let me just quickly check this. So I was listening to, what's his face? Tim Dillon on We're Drunk. What's that podcast called? We're Drunk with Mark Norman and what's his friend called? That's a pretty cool. Let me see if I can find it. He's actually on Kill Tony. He's live at the moment, premiering. So big up Tim Dillon for that one. But yes, the podcast called We Might Be Drunk. That's with Mark Norman and the other dude, I forgot his name. I don't know his name here, but this is a really good pod. I'm going to actually play a bit for you on it, where they talk about, it kind of, I think, applies to, obviously I think they're talking more about Matt Rife, but I think their point, so they speak about comedians and their come-ups and what you'd prefer in terms of, would you prefer to blow up really quickly and then fall off, or would you prefer to kind of have it slow and steady and then fall off? I'm not really too sure, but I really need to play this and show you the bit that I kind of liked that I want to speak on, because I think it's really informative and really might give it an insight as to why maybe Brendan's where he's at now at the moment in his career, and maybe this might give us an insight into it and we can kind of expand on it, so I can see if you guys agree what I heard on here. Wish I made the timestamp of what happened when it happened, but let me see if I can find it here live on the stream. But yeah, big up everybody that's tuning in if you are here. I appreciate all of you. Make sure if you're liking what you see along the way, smash the like button for me. That's all I ask, really. If you want to send me a question,
that's where you go. Is everyone retarded?
Just tag me in the chat. But big up everybody I see so far there. Andrew Tate, I see you. Caden, KP, Austin, Casey, Wagwan, everybody tuning in. I appreciate all of you. Let me see if I can find a bit. I think it's around, was it around 30 minutes? Maybe it was around here. Let's see if I can find it.
He would come up to me because I don't know why you're fucking this up, and I'm like, I'm sorry, and he's like, he goes, it's not hard. You move the book 70% across.
Maybe it's there. Let's see, it's 40.
Right, it goes the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
Because all the young kids now are like devout Catholics because it's the only way to be like, fuck you, mom.
Right.
By the way, I do recommend you.
Fuck you, mom.
Right.
Because their mother has like green hair.
Yeah.
I do recommend, if you're not a fan of Tim Dillon or you've kind of gone off his content, I recommend checking out the last 4 pods he's done and his other appearances. He's done some really good appearances so far. And he's been on a bit of a tear. I'm not too sure what he's promoting, really. I think there's an episode of Kill Tony now at the moment that's premiering with Tim Dillon on at the moment. I'm not sure what he's promoting. Maybe the book is about to come out soon or something, or maybe he has a special in the works. But honestly, his appearances so far on pods has been really fun. He went on Matt and Shane's My Secret podcast, and that was really good. It starts off a bit shaky, like a bit tense, but after the first 20 minutes or so, half an hour, they get into their groove and it's really good. And this appearance on We Might Be Drunk is also really good as well.
Yeah.
And and they're like, fuck you, mom, I'm a devout Catholic. They're saying the rosary. That's how they piss their parents off.
A little bit more. I want to find this bit one.
Really mix it up.
Ooh, you got
good
a
conversation starter too.
Yes. I don't hate them. Look.
Was it here? Maybe it was here. Let me see.
Someone commenting on your shit.
I'm sure you guys saw the video of the guy leaning back on the flight, putting his hands behind.
Was it here?
Someone had a chihuahua in like a bag. And you're like,
was it there?
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to hear Gary Veter jerking off in the next
I
room.
know,
yeah,
I know.
It was fine for the moment. I think during the pandemic, all those things were good. Where you were like, yeah, we got a house.
Okay, I think it might start around here. Let's see.
Now, what if we lived in Houston? It was also like people were vacationing in like other alternate realities.
Yes.
So they were like, what if I lived here? That was the pandemic. And the pandemic, everybody's like moving around. Some people bought houses other places. Some people were like, what if I lived here?
You went to Austin for a minute.
I lived in Austin for a while, for a year,
And you hated it?
I couldn't do it. It wasn't for me. I love my friends that live there. I love Joe. I love the club. I just am not a guy. I like oceans. I like, I like just where I kind of grew up. Like, I love New York City. I like LA. It took a while to like LA, but I do like LA now.
Would you ever come back to New York?
Where? To New York, of course. I would come back here, sure.
Really?
Well,
For sure.
Boston's a college town at the
Boston's
end of the
a
day.
college.
Let's see it. Where does it come? Come on, let's see it. Where is it? Come on, let's get to the bit. If
Fucking
not,
it
just
up.
move on back to
You're
show.
throwing it, you're throwing
Good.
it away.
They need to hear that.
And then they go, yeah, you're probably right. But they go, what do you want? You know, and I go, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because the deal is, it's like changing the government.
Right.
People don't realize, right? So
Maybe is it here? No, maybe not.
feels
People
like.
loved it.
I had a
think.
Christmas party in L.A. We had a jazz trio during the Christmas
it's,
party.
yeah.
Took it up another notch. Just
Really?
a jazz trio.
Where was it?
There's no way that you should live if that's the way you're living.
That's how Bill Hicks went. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, they said it was cancer. I'm like, what? How do you follow it up with that? I'm like, this is the craziest.
How did he get a guy from Nam's personality?
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
crazy.
He went to Nam.
Yeah.
One
He
more
is the
try, then I'll
wrestler.
move on.
He is.
I can't find it. I'll just find it another time.
Oh, this is cool. I'm a
Same.
young guy on the road.
Yeah.
But I remember doing laughs in Kirkland, Washington, and I was in this like crackhead motel.
Yeah.
To the point that a crackhead passed out against. You open the window and his
Yeah.
head is against my window. I'm like, that's dark. But I remember there being a pancake house next door, so I was like, it's great, you know.
Yeah.
I tell Marina, I'm like, great hotel. Marina Franklin calls me. She goes, you stayed here?
Exactly.
Yeah.
She got moved, obviously, but back then you were like, that's not. Yeah, it was nice.
I think if you're a woman, there might be more. You might have more of a thing like, hey, I don't feel safe.
of
Yes.
course.
You know?
Yes.
I can't call up and go, hi, I feel vulnerable. I feel vulnerable right now.
Someone else called when they saw you.
Yeah, right. They were like, we got a real problem here.
The meth heads are like, let's clear out, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fun though. But those early times are, I think, some of the most pure fun
Yes.
that you have.
Yes.
When you're with a bunch of comics, you take a road trip. Like I remember Jared Freed took me early on.
Yeah, this is
he
the
did a
bit.
gig in where did Jared Freed? He had like a standing gig at like, was it Foxwoods or
I think so.
I think it was
Mohegan?
Foxwoods.
It might have been Foxwoods. It was just a road trip with comics, and you just got to go perform, and then we'd come home.
Yeah, it's
but
2
it was just
hours.
fun. You're in a car, you're joking around.
Well, you know what? It's
You
like
know.
it's like Katrina. Katrina's obviously horrible, devastating, but we had fun. Because
Right.
we're running around, we're setting fireworks, we're looting, we're shooting
Right.
guns.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
deadly and horrifying, but it's also freeing.
But
in
then
a
for
way.
some people, the problem is, I guess, Katrina doesn't end.
Yes.
There's still some people now with fireworks going, let's go. And you go, no, I have a family. You know, so it's hard.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember that Foxwoods gig. The owner was one of the.
So anyway, there's another bit that I've missed out on, but there's a bit specifically where they speak about basically popping too early, and I think it's a really important section. I wish I could remember what bit it was, but I'll probably edit it into the clip when I probably clip it up later. But in this section, they talk about the importance of coming up with that sort of like struggle first, and then when you pop, you kind of level off back to where you were before. And I think maybe that's the reason why it's really a bad thing to be an overnight success. It probably isn't the best thing, especially when it's a career like stand-up or like even like what I'm into, DJing and stuff, where it's usually a long grind. You're probably better off grinding until your 40s, then making it, and then later on kind of leveling back out again, as opposed to making it really early in your 20s when you don't really deserve to make it. You don't have the tools and the experience to handle the fame or the money or the attention or the negativity, and then it kind of going the other way. Because that's what's happening to Brennan at the moment, right? If we go to TFATK at the moment, his list of dates is kind of sad, like considering where he came from, where he's at now at the moment. Why can't I go onto the website? It's not letting me go. Am I blocked from the website? I can't go to they blocked me. Maybe they blocked me. Is it tfak.com? It is, right? TFAK. Let's see if I can just type in these dates. Dates. Let's see if I can get it up on there. But it doesn't let me go on the website. That's hilarious. Let's see. There we go. Tour dates. If we go on his tour dates are very thin on the ground. Like, look at that. Like, that's kind of bad considering the level he's at, to be fair. He was usually playing, he'd usually have these kind of Mondays or these, on the March next year, he'd usually have, like, you know, basically weekends all stacked up. And now they're kind of spotty, you know, in terms of gigs. Like, his next gig he's playing is December 8th. He's doing 2 Fridays in Chicago. He's doing basically a weekend in Chicago. Then he's not playing again on the 8th. He's only going to play in January. Then Austin, Edmonton, February, San Jose. So it's kind of spotty all over the place. And the reason why I'm saying this is like more so like I know there's a contingency of fans, especially on the Fire and the Kid sub, who probably do want to see him like out on the street begging for money. But I honestly think like the worst thing to happen for somebody, I think, is this. I'd much prefer to be on the street begging for money because I know my dream's over. Like, I much prefer the finality of it being over. I'm not sure about you guys, but I'd much prefer it, no, it's over and it's done, than live in this, you know, constant state of nothingness, right? Where it's like death by 1,000 cuts. Like, he's kind of living in comedic purgatory. He's neither successful nor a failure. He's right in between, and it's just like dead. That's really the worst place to be, especially when you consider where he was. You consider how flashy that Showtime special was, right? You'd be surprised. You think of the money put in behind him from Showtime in general with MMA and shit. You think about all the appearances on Rogan. To get to a point now where the podcast is hardly doing any numbers. He doesn't have a lot of tour dates, and it really has stagnated for him or slowed down. It's a really bad sign, in my opinion. It's a super, super bad sign, and I'd much prefer the finality or the almost fatality ending of like, it's over, you know, it's done, it's over, and I can just move on to another stage in my life, as opposed to what he's doing now, because now he has to kind of, you know, he kind of has to just like make it work with the best that he has. But really at the moment it's really fucking crazy, and it obviously isn't going to get any better anytime soon. So that's all kind of I'd say on that thing. Like I said, I wish I could have the full clip of what they said on here. Let's see if I can actually see if they played anything more. But that clip was really good where they speak about the whole thing. Let's see if they said anything more in the end here, and then we can move on to the next bit.
An older guy who owned it. Oh, he was the type of drunk that would always start crying.
But now he went to Mohegan Sun.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And they took me out, and I actually like those guys. They took me out for lobster rolls. We ate lobster rolls, but yeah, they get emotional.
Yeah.
He would always start, and I'd be like, I'm not comfortable with that. But he would just be like, I'm so happy you're back. I'm like, why is this a cry?
Yeah. I don't know your last
I kind of like it a little.
I
like it a little. Let me tell you right now, when a grown man starts crying, there's something I go, you realize the gravity of this moment, you know?
Yeah.
I go, I'm glad, because, you know, I'm eating a lobster roll, and he does get wistful.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And he got wistful, and I go, this is insane and uncomfortable, but
it's like Tammy Pescatelli. She doesn't call me anymore.
Wistful in a casino is never good.
No,
though.
it's not.
No.
And that green room, they were just stocking it was hell. I hated that gig.
That
Always.
was a tough gig. Because everybody loses money, then they come to your show and they hate you.
You, me, and Chris DiStefano did it a long time ago. We had this writer following us. This guy Scott Robb, who's a great writer.
Yeah.
He wrote a bunch of guy from Cleveland, very very bright guy, and he was in the green room. He was like, they treat you like the way they talk to us. He was like, this is crazy.
I always think if my parents could see this, they'd be like, come on, what are you doing?
But now it's
Yeah.
great.
Now it's fine.
now it's good.
You get there. You graduate. It takes
You're all
a
connected
while.
through a struggle, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's boot camp, baby.
I call it Mein Kampf. Yeah.
People in Gaza listening to this going, oh, really? We're like, it's like a war, really.
You play a strip mall? I'm in the strip. I'm in the strip.
People like, really, a struggle, huh? Okay.
Right, right.
It was fun. It was
It's fun. It's the hardest things are the funnest.
It was so fun.
I lived in a 5-story walk up on the 5th floor. I had a shower in my kitchen.
And I know who you lived with.
And you
this
know who
time.
I lived with,
Yeah.
and that was, I mean, woof.
Oh, yeah,
and
Cosby.
You know, and it was Cosby. But
A big up chocolate drop. Appreciate you, brother.
Perfect timing. Join time while I clean and get ready for the week. My 2 cents. Seems like the gap between good and bad comics is more noticeable lately.
Yo, big up chocolate drop. I appreciate you so immensely. Thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna have to agree somewhat, but I also think maybe by and large most comedians just aren't good. I'm starting to get to that point now, because there's a point when I was doing a stream where I used to say, I'm getting to a point where I was thinking beforehand, you have to go to a live show in order for you to have fun. In order for you to enjoy comedy, you have to experience it live. That's what I initially thought. Then I'd watch certain comics and be like, no, certain stuff is just good when it's good. Then you watch good comics and it's shit, and you're like, oof, you're good though. Why are you shit? And it makes you think, hold on, what's going on here? Then you see other comics who are good put out consistently shit projects, and it makes me think to myself, maybe by and large, most stand-up comedians are overrated, and it isn't their fault. I think a lot of it has to do with podcasting. If somebody you think is really funny, you're probably going to listen to their podcast if you're a comedy fan. You're probably going to listen to the pod. You're going to watch and hear them on other shows. So you're going to kind of follow them around. You're going to absorb a lot of their content, absorb a lot of their life stories, right? And a lot of their life stories go into their comedy. So a lot of the stuff that you hear on stage, you've already heard it before in some way, shape or form. Or you've heard the timings, you've heard the perspective, you've seen and heard too much from them for their stand-up material to be fresh and to hit the way it needs to hit. You know, it's just too much. So I think maybe podcasting and the accessibility you have to these people is what's affecting people's ability to enjoy their stand-up. Because once they finally do put that stand-up out, it's a little bit like, you know, like Andrew Schultz is a good example. I think Andrew Schultz on his pod is pretty an entertaining, fun type of dude. But I think if you listen to Flagrant, if you consume a lot of Andrew Schultz content, I'm pretty sure you're probably going to be able to figure out a lot of his bits. You'll probably be able to know what direction he's going in. You probably recognize a lot of the stuff he's spoken about via his, you know, rants that he goes on in his podcast. So it kind of takes away the surprise factor, the fun, and just the funny. So I think, I don't know where I stand on it really. I'm just rambling there, but I don't know where I stand. I don't know if I think all comedians are overrated anyway. So now that they're all doing specials, we're all seeing them in real time and realizing, oh, they're not all that great. Or if really the only way to enjoy stand-up comedy properly is to actually go and watch them live, because there is something about it. Like, again, me being an up-and-coming DJ myself and doing my DJing sort of stuff, you can't then, like, as much as I enjoyed watching DJ live streams, as much as I enjoy recording a DJ live stream, we can't argue and say that a live stream is the same as going to a nightclub. It's not. You can enjoy a shit set in a nightclub with drinks, with drugs, with good company, more than a live stream. You will be able to notice all the errors. So I think there's something in that. I don't know if it's like for like, but I think there's something in being at home under your duvet, watching a stand-up special on Netflix on your laptop with the phone in your hand, with your kids running around, your dog jumping up and down on you, your partner talking to you through the walls. It's not the same experience of being inside of a club, right? A dingy, dark club, a theater, whatever it is, drinking a bit, eating a bit, being in a room full of people who all love the same person. That creates a different kind of energy, different type of synergy, different type of relationship, right? Experience. So that probably adds to the fun. And most likely, I'd assume, I bet you any money, again, I need to go to an open mic. I haven't been to an open mic in never, to be honest. I don't think so. But I'm going to go to an open mic. Maybe I'll go to one this weekend. But I bet you if you go to an open mic, and most open mics are shit, right? It's just shit comedians who are just on the come up. I bet you will laugh more at an open mic randomly than you would if you went to go see a show. You probably would, because there's just so many freaks on the stage, but it's also you're there in person, right? You're with different people. It's a different crowd and shit. You probably have a lot more fun in that situation. So maybe that's the reason why stand-up specials are doing badly. It just doesn't translate online. Maybe that's just a thing. I don't really know, but I can say, you know, without a shadow of a doubt, most of the stand-up specials I've watched in the last year or so have been very average. And it covers a whole breadth. It covers from people that are new, people who are mid-level, people who have got loads of experience. Like, it's not been great. It's not really been great, the standard so far. It's been absolutely horrendous, to be fair. But big up Chocolate Drop. I appreciate the super chat, brother.
But it was just fun. It was always fun. You got to go on the roof and you'd smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Do you smoke?
No, but I would. Back then I did, because like now I can't. You get in the mid-30s, you got to go no.
Right,
You know, I'm in the
right.
late 30s now, but it's like eventually you have to say no. But like when you're 25, there's no reason not to have a cigarette.
Yeah. True.
Anyone listening is 25.
Yeah.
There's just no reason not to, especially when you're on a roof and you want to talk shit about who got JFL.
Exactly.
There's nothing better. You light up the
Nothing.
cigarette and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah, and the nicotine's kicking in.
Yeah,
You
you're
get
like, I've been
riled up.
pounding the pavement 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, what does that person have?
Right. Well, we're talking about how rough the beginning was. Do you think you can bypass that now with the TikToks and the Reels and all of the podcasts?
Kathy Griffin had a great line years and years.
Yeah, this is the bit. This is the bit that I think applies to Brendan. I think this definitely does apply to Brendan, and maybe a little bit to Matt Rapp. I think more so to Brendan as to why he's in this weird position at the moment. This is the bit, I think.
Years ago, and
Trump head?
she said, "This is Trump." No, she said, "You pay your dues now or later."
Say it again.
You pay your dues now or later. So what's interesting is like,
That's great.
I do think there's gonna be a time in every career, even if it is a rocket ship,
Right.
where you're going to level off or something will, like
Interesting.
I do think eventually you do it. You can't avoid it forever.
Right.
You might not have to go to do what we did. But again, we're admitting what we did. It's fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
The dues some people have to pay aren't fun. Imagine, because here's the deal. Some people are going to get really successful early on and make a lot of money. And then for whatever reason, things really cool off and people don't care. I would wager that's harder.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
actually
really?
harder when you're not young and broke and you have that camaraderie and you're like fucking like, you have that energy of like, we're all doing it and everything like that. But when you just get to a certain point and, because some of that's isolating, right? Some of the like succeeding and all that stuff can be isolating.
True.
And then having to pay those dues or figure something out might be harder.
You
That's a
might
great
not
point.
be equipped. I mean, when you
And I agree. And I think that's exactly what Brendan's issue is. Because imagine Brendan's journey. He starts off doing stand-up special. Well, he starts off doing stand-up based on the level of fame that he had with his podcast, which was obviously the wrong way to go about things. Looking back, and actually at the time, I don't think it's a hindsight thing or a Monday morning quarterback. A lot of people at the time were saying to him, hey, you should do open mics. Hey, you should go hang out with, new comics. You shouldn't be hanging around with Joe Rogan and Bill Burr and stuff. But he didn't want to do that. He wanted to go the other way. So he starts off doing comedy shows based on the success of the TFATK at that time. The Fire and the Kid at that time, people don't remember this now because it's so shit now, but TFATK was good for a period of time. And TFATK, even without Chris D'Elia and Will Sasso and Brian and all these other guys and early Theo, TFATK was just Brendan and Brian back in the day was getting like hundreds of thousands of views easily without even botting. They were getting hundreds of thousands of views without buying views. So they were super successful. They had a really big, they were always selling out tickets and shit, doing live shows. So then he starts doing stand-up based on his podcast audience. But obviously he's not experienced in stand-ups, but he's just doing, theaters and big rooms, and it doesn't match his level of comedy. But then, to be fair to Brendan, it's hard, if you think about it, to be that famous, quote unquote, in podcasting and then be happy to go and do like bar gigs and shit, right? In comedy clubs and stuff and open mics. It's quite hard to go to like, to have that sort of audience, but then willingly put yourself in places where you're with amateurs and shit and you're amongst a smaller crowd and stuff that doesn't know you. Why would you do that willingly? But obviously the issue here is that, as somebody says, Logo Focus here, that is part of the apprenticeship, obviously. It's one way or the other. That's part of the apprenticeship. And if anything, what that probably does, it probably gives you an idea of where you started from. It gives you a realistic idea of where you started from. And it probably makes a fall off feel less harsh. Because if you know where you started from, hey, I was playing in rooms with 5 people, 2 of them were on their phone, and 3 of them were fucking crack addicts. When you then level out and you start only playing rooms of 50 people, 50 seems like a big success compared to 2. But because he started playing in 1,000 capacity rooms, even though he was only 1 or 2 years into stand-up, and now he's suddenly playing in bars and he can't sell out 30 seats, it looks really bad. That fall-off is super drastic because he's gone from thousands to not being able to sell out hundreds to cancelling European tours and shit. It's absolutely crazy. He's even cancelling, like, I'm seeing, according to Unique and stuff, he's cancelling like regular comedy club weekenders. He's cancelling last minute, like absolutely crazy. Like the weekend's coming up or whatever, and you'll cancel on a Wednesday, a random like gig in fucking Arizona or something. It's like, raw, you can't even fill a 150 capacity room or table room and stuff like that. That's when it gets really bad. So maybe there is something to be said for starting off that kind of grind. Again, not to eulogize the grind or not to kind of, put the struggle on the fucking pedestal, because I think these guys also kind of suck their own dick too much about, being on the road and doing shitty fucking gigs. You don't need to go through the shit all the time, but there is something about starting off relatively low and then building up that makes a lot more sense. It's probably equivalent to YouTube. It's probably better on YouTube to stream to 1 person, to stream to 10 people, to stream to 0 people, and then build it up little by little, than to start and just buy your views. And then when you eventually then fall off, you have no idea where you started from. You know what I mean? Because you kind of fob the numbers sort of thing. So I kind of get that in that respect. So that might be the reason why Brendan is sort of like where he's it might be the reason why he's where he's at the moment. It's a weird place to be at, because he should be a lot more successful considering the access he has, the connections he has, all this sort of shit. But clearly along the way, all the drama, the shit comedy, the terrible personality, you know, all the controversies with his friends, it's definitely starting to impact stuff, and stuff is starting to level out. But I still think fundamentally, the real main issue is the fact that the comedy stuff isn't good. That's what I always think. I don't know about you guys, but I 100% believe that the main thing that you have to do in most of these things is just concentrate on the work. If the work is good, it doesn't matter. And I think most people don't concentrate on that. And I think, you know, that's the main issue. It's all this metrics, all this other stuff, and social media outlets stuff. They don't concentrate on the main stuff. That's what I think anyway. But again, I could be wrong.
You're younger, it's like you're building towards it, but if it just hits you at like in your 40s, it is weirder.
Right.
And everybody kind of turns on you when you pop quick and don't have to do all the dues.
But that shit, I think that's just instinct.
I don't like it either.
And you got to fight it as a comedian.
You got to fight it.
Because sometimes someone will pop and you're like, why? I'm just being a contrarian because everyone is obsessed and they're like being like, this is the greatest. And you have to be like, it's fine. It's fine. It's not the greatest. It's not bad either.
I think that people are invested in like a certain thing, where it's like a certain sequence of events of people that have paid their dues. But again, it's like there's things people are doing that we're not seeing. That's the other thing, right?
Really?
There, you know.
Sorry.
There are people.
But I honestly do. Again, I think they're all trying to be. I think it's in their position too. It's a little bit. What's that thing called? It's like survivor's remorse, right? Because effectively, they've all been quite fortunate. They all made it. For the most part, I'm sure they have friends who didn't make it, but from that whole generation of podcasters that were doing stand-up, they've all kind of made it in their own way. Yes, they're not all Matt Rife, but they've all got an occupation where they could pay their bills from their content and from doing stand-up. They don't have to work full-time jobs. I think so for the most part, which I think is the main goal if you're these type of guys, right? You're a bit of a degenerate, you're a bit of a weirdo, you make crash jokes, you're a bit of a, you live an alternative lifestyle. So just being able to just do what you want should be the win. So they've all kind of won. But I think there's also a bit of survivor's remorse in that respect because they act like if you're a regular guy that's busting your ass, right? Imagine you're working 2 jobs, but you actually have the dream of being a stand-up comedian. And then you see Brendan make it. I think you're allowed to hate. Like, again, I don't think it's constructive. I don't think it's going to help you long term, but you're allowed to hate. You're allowed to scream at the cloud. You're allowed to fucking shake your fist in the fucking air. You're allowed to spit feathers if somebody like Brendan makes it and you're still struggling to get fucking booked in your local comedy club. You're allowed to hate if you've been busting your ass for ages and you see this guy just jump over you because he's friends with Joe Rogan. You're allowed. You're allowed to fucking cuss at the moon, you know, do a curse on him, juju, whatever. You're allowed to do that. It's not constructive, but I think that's perfectly fine. I think these guys are talking the way they're talking now because it doesn't really matter if Matt Rife makes it, if Brendan Schaub makes it, because it doesn't really impact their careers. They're all kind of set. They've got their own audience. It's fine. But I think when you're on the complete, like, there's people on the complete outside who aren't their friends, who aren't part of their crowd, who aren't part of their crew, who are extremely funny. They're sending out tweets online and making little jokes and no one's responding. They're doing TikToks and no one fucking cares, right? You're allowed to hate if you're that person. You really are allowed to hate. It's not, like I said, it's not constructive, but you're allowed to get that emotion off and then move on from there. But I think this idea that, you know, it's all good, everyone kind of does everything. It's like, yeah, because you guys all made it. You know what I mean? You guys are the lucky ones. You started podcasting or content around the time when it was kind of new still-ish. You got in really early. You made your connections with Rogan because all of these guys have kissed the ring and you all kind of made it. That kind of makes sense.
But like, you know, that's part of it, right? It's like, you know, it's like, who knows? People do things and that we just don't know them, you know?
Yeah.
Like if some guy's a magician for 5 years and then becomes a comedian and does really well.
This is a really good point.
It's like the guy was you know what I mean? I don't know if that's ever happened.
Yeah, everyone's,
who knows?
I mean, I think people, if you don't know a person, it's harder. But if you know that they're fucking hustling.
There's a documentary called Magic Camp. I say that to say this. I always have an agenda when I say something. There's a documentary called Magic Camp, and it's about these kids who want to be magicians. And it's so sad because, like, here it is. And I saw it years ago. And they're all trying to be magicians. And succeeding as a magician, there's like 2 guys that have residencies in Vegas.
Exactly.
And then everybody else, their success is like, I drive a Ford Windstar to a birthday party. I get out in the back. I do the thing. People are happy. We are lucky in the sense that we are in a thing that when it can be good. Like when you are a magician, it really cannot be good.
And there's three guys. Yeah,
there's like three. It's like David Copperfield, Lance Burton,
David Blaine,
and David Blaine. It's all Davids, and Chris Angel maybe. But he's
Penn
like a
and Teller,
mentalist.
but they're kind of
Penn and Teller do it. You know,
that's 5.
But we're talking in history now.
Yes.
So it's like imagine if your passion there was no root. Here, there's a root. There's a root.
And there's a lot of us.
And there's a lot of people doing great.
So there's a middle class in entertainment, unlike there's ever been.
But that's the issue, though. There's also too many. That's a problem. Maybe in magic circles or the magic entertainment industry, whatever, maybe there's not a lot of magicians and there's not a lot of like high paying gigs and stuff. And maybe I'm sure there's probably a good circuit where you can go and make good money doing your thing, especially online with content and shit. I'm sure there's people online making good enough money doing magic, whatever. But I think the issue with stand-up comedy is that there's too many of them. There's too many of them. There's not enough opportunities to go around. I don't think so overall. And we've obviously, I think, reached a point of fatigue. That's obviously a point too. I think there's going to be a limit as to the amount of people you can entertain with stand-up comedy. Not everybody enjoys stand-up comedy as a piece of content anyway. There's plenty of people out there who watch podcasts that have nothing to do with comedy. They're just regular people. I don't know. Maybe it's influencers. Maybe it's people that you followed in sports. Maybe it's somebody that you like in terms of a reader and something. There's just exactly Andrew Tate. They've exhausted it. It's just too much. There's too many of them, and they all have opinions. They're all fucking. And I think another thing as well. I've always thought with stand-up comedians and podcasts, where I think it might have fell off. Maybe it's the need to entertain, or it's need to be a court gesture. It's the need to be funny, to be the center of attention. Like they demand a lot from you. They always want your attention. You understand what I mean? Like they're very demanding and almost entitled as people. It feels like they want your ticket sales. They want your views. They want you to come to their shows. They want you to watch their content, buy their merch, interact with their videos, like, comment. Like it's just a lot you have to give them, and it can be a bit exhausting. And you also have to kind of put up with their fucking, like Bert Kreischer. Every podcast turns into a fucking therapy session. You've got your own issues going on, and now they're giving you their issues, sorry. You got someone like a Tom Segura complaining about, flying private, all this sort of stuff. It's like, bro, like some, maybe read the room, some self-awareness a little bit, please. So maybe that is part of the issue as well. Like it's a lot, to be a fan of these guys and follow them for a long period of time. It's a lot. But I think obviously during the pandemic, we're all kind of living in some version of lockdown. The virus is tearing the fucking world apart. Maybe it's fake, maybe it's not, who knows? But we're all locked inside. We can't do what we want to do. These guys distract you from the horrors that are going on TV, within your politics, within your country, cool. But then now the world is open and you can do what you want. Is it any coincidence really that everything's kind of like gone down a bit? It makes complete sense, doesn't it? Like, why would you waste your time listening to these guys rant about the fucking election, about Biden, about Trump, about COVID, about this, it's just like boring. You'd rather just listen to your friend in a bar, or just do your own shit, or hang out with your kids, or walk your fucking dogs and shit. Like, look after your fucking cat, whatever. Like, I completely understand why it's probably going the other way. That probably makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are like, so I always look at it like, I'm lucky that I didn't want to do something that was so, even actors, when you're just an actor.
Oh,
the idea
that's
that
tough.
You're just an actor and you can't do anything else, and you just have to wait for somebody to go, you got the part.
That would kill me.
So hard.
That would kill me. The waiting and but I do think
But isn't it the same thing though? They always say this about actors, but isn't it the same thing? Isn't Rogan basically the person that picks? Basically, like, again, Matt Rife is probably the only recent example I can think of a comedian that's coming new without having to be picked by Rogan or ordained or put on a platform. Most of them have to be picked, really. Like, even though it's not the same, Rogan kind of acts like Hollywood, really. He's basically, he is Warner Brothers. He is Lionsgate. He's agents. He's everything, right? He's the one who ordains people and says, yep, you're the next person on. Like, it's kind of the same thing, really, to be fair.
We started stand-up, like...
The only thing that's different with Rogan is that the only difference with Rogan and what I give him props about is that he's really selfless. Like, he'll put on 10 people back to back. He doesn't, like, space them out. You'll have 10 people on back to back you don't really know too much about, and you'll give them a shot. And if you people connect with them, they'll blow up and sell more tickets. Like, he's really free and open with his platform, which I think is funny, because I've always said on this stream, I think if there was another person who was, if there was another comedian who was Rogan, no, if there was another comedian who had Rogan's position, I don't think they'd be as selfless as he is. I think he's quite unique, and that's a really special thing about him. Forget the comedy, forget his podcast, if you like it or not, I don't care. But I think the thing that sets Rogan apart and what makes him really special and what he should get a lot of props about is the fact that he's really open to having anybody on his platform. But I don't think any of the, like, imagine if Tom Segura was Joe Rogan. Do you think Tom Segura would let random comedians on his show and give them a shot and let them kind of do what they want? Like, come on, man. Even Bert wouldn't do that. Do you know what I mean? Rogan is really unique in that respect. Like, he really, since he made his money and since he's richer than fuck and he does what he wants to do, he's like, hey, you can go and you can come on my platform. You know? I love it. Yeah, exactly, Austin Case. Exactly. Imagine Tom Segura being Joe Rogan. Imagine how much of a cunt he'd be. Even Tim Dillon. I like Tim Dillon. But imagine Tim Dillon was Joe Rogan. He'd be such a fucking cunt. He'd enjoy being the gatekeeper. He'd enjoy the power it gave him and stuff. Like, it probably would go to their heads. They'd probably become tyrants, legit tyrants.
I would watch the half hours on Comedy Central and be like, that's what I didn't know that a lot of those guys were struggling to fill rooms on weekends.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I just watched it like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
SAG after strike is.
Big up Subpar Gamer.
Thank you for your streams. I really enjoy your perspective.
Thank you, Subpar Gamer. Appreciate your donation, brother. Thank you so much for joining. And as much as my perspective is enjoyable, I also enjoy you guys watching and giving me your feedback in the chat and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's good. It's not good to talk into a mirror. I've done that plenty of times.
It's just ended.
Yeah.
Which means the very demoralizing process of me sitting in a room with like Sean Donnelly, and they go, all right, come in. And you just sit there and they go, now remember, you have your nightstick in your hand. And because every role is like, you know, cop or like, you know, gambling addict who sees daughter once a month.
Alcoholic dad.
Police supervision.
Right.
You know,
Anyways, ended there. But you get the point, right? You get the point. Like I said, I'm really fascinated by the Brendan Schaub story and how it's going to play out. More so just because it's a real case study on what not to do when you get given opportunity. Because I really am a big believer in that everyone's journey is their journey. I also don't think there's any one way to make it, but I also think there's some beauty. There is value in somebody giving you a chance on a silver platter. It doesn't mean you're gonna just get it and run with it. You have to still decide to do the work. So the fact that he's friends with Rogan, I don't think that's a cheat. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's just that he fucked it up. Like, he actually fucked it. That's the thing that's fascinating. Like, he was, you know, an average UFC fighter. He didn't really do anything in football. And then he gets given this opportunity to really make a name for himself in podcasting and content creation and comedy and shit. And he fucked it, like, on his own. No outside forces, no nothing. And he's also got the ability to take chances because his dad's got money, he's got money. So he could take risks. He could, like, you know, take a risk and do something interesting and cool, creative and shit. And still have the ability to bounce back and try again without having to go get a quote-unquote real job. And he still fucked it. That's the fascinating thing about him. He's such an interesting case study in that regard. Like, watching somebody really piss an opportunity up the wall is really, like, you can't take your eyes away from it. That's the one thing that I love most about watching this from afar. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But I've also got a feeling as well, Matt Rife's success has really broken some comedians' brains. I think a lot of them are talking about this whole come up thing because of Matt Rife. Like, Matt Rife's success has really broken some of these comedians' brains. Like, they can't get their head around it. You know? But I think it has to do with that he's really he's kind of conventional in one way, because you get why he made it, right? You look at him, you look at what he looks like, his delivery and shit, how comfortable he is on the stage, how young he is, and it instantly makes sense. It's like an instant sort of like Hollywood thing. Like, okay, cool, this guy was always bound to make it, sort of thing. So maybe that's what's really frying their brains. But Matt Rife's success has really fucking fucked with them. I wouldn't be surprised in many green rooms across America, across even when they go on tour, I'm sure in every fucking green room around the fucking country, there are people, in the States obviously, there are people talking about him and his success. Badly and sometimes in a good way. I'm sure of it. I'm sure. There are many of people out there that are, you know, many of size of people out there, as Brendan would say, that, you know, that are kind of trying to figure out their lives and what they should do next now that he's made it the way he's made it. It's fucking interesting how all these guys are. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? Moving on from that one, let's go talk about this. My guys, my ladies, my gentlemen out there in the stream, did you guys hear about this? Look at that. Jussie Smollett should return to jail after his appeal was denied. Jussie Smollett is finally going to face his day in prison or in jail, whatever, sooner rather than later, because his appeal has been denied again. And I didn't know this was even the case. I had no idea that this was even the situation. I just assumed, you know, his sentencing was coming up soon. But I guess he's already been sentenced. He's just been appealing. And essentially, this is proof as well that he has some really deep pockets. He has family with connections and shit, because he was actually doing the best to keep this put off more and more and more and more and more by lodging appeal after appeal after appeal. But it seems like they finally put their foot down and said, look, enough's enough. You have to fucking go to jail. Like, come on. So this is the article courtesy of NBC. I guess that's his mum there as well. I remember at the time when I watched the trial, one of the things that really upset me and I thought, okay, Jussie Smollett belongs in jail, was that I think his mum is really ill. She's got something, I don't know what's wrong with her, but she had to have two people basically holding her up to walk. And I remember thinking to myself, like, I understand why he lied. As mad as it is, I understand why he lied, because if you think about it from a Hollywood perspective, you think about it how desperate they are to be successful. You think about representation and where that was, and him being a black gay guy, all this whatever. I understand how desperate somebody can get to make up that sort of lie. I get it. In the heat of the moment, cool. But in my opinion, I thought once he was uncovered to be a liar, hold your hands up and say, okay, I lied, I'm sorry, and then just ask for forgiveness. And most likely you could have saved your situation and not made it to go jail thing. But I think the fact that he was doubling down on his lie, and the fact that he tried to embarrass, I think, the Chicago Police Department also, because they had to waste resources in investigating this. It was, you know, they were obviously, if they didn't investigate properly, people would have looked at Chicago and seen them and thought, oh, maybe they're not helping him because he's a black guy, because he's gay, blah, blah, blah. So the police were very much incentivized to uncover what actually happened so that they could basically, you know, protect their reputation. And when they found out that he lied, all bets were off. And when he refused to fucking apologize, all bets were off. But the thing that really hurt me when I watched the trial was when I saw he obviously lied and did that whole speech in the courtroom. Do you guys remember the speech? This speech. Do you guys remember this one? When he usually got this one. When he usually got sentenced. I am not. What's that? I'm not suicidal. Do you remember this thing? This is fucking brilliant. This is so good. Come on, let's play. Come on, you piece of crap. Let's go. There we go. It's loading. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There you go.
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I'm not suicidal. Okay? I'm not suicidal. Okay? I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. And I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time. I am not suicidal.
Okay. Mr. Uche, let me inquire, are there any post-sentencing motions you can...
Okay. Anyway, I remember when he did that, right? Exactly, we were kings. Obviously he got sentenced and he got found guilty and shit. And I remember seeing a picture of his mum walking out of the courtroom, being held up by two of his other family members. And she was literally struggling to walk and she couldn't walk. I think to myself, you're a piece of shit because of that. More so because of anything else. Fair enough, you lied to forward your career, fair. But then to put your mum through that, to make her go to court, and you know, obviously she's your mum, she's gonna fucking believe you, and then to have her go to court in her condition when you know you lied is just beyond. It's just unforgivable, really, in that respect. Do what you want to do yourself, but then putting your family in the crosshairs of it, making them go to court every day, sit there and go through the fucking evidence, all this sort of shit, when you know deep down that you fucking lied, that's the unforgivable part of it. Because you know they're his family. Even if they know he lied, deep down they're gonna still protect him because he's their family. But he should be honorable enough to say, you know what, I did that because I was desperate and shit. I'll put my hands up. I'm just gonna, you know, accept my fucking punishment and go from there. So it's kind of crazy that he fucking did that. But let's read the article in here regardless. The article says as follows. An appeals court has upheld a disorderly conduct convictions Friday of actor Jussie Smollett. Whenever I see his name, I think of Jussie Smollett. Who said that? Was it Kevin Hart? No, was it Dave Chappelle? Or was it who was it? Was it Chris Rock? No, was it Chris? I forgot who said it, but whoever changed his name, awesome. Who was accused of staging a racist, homophobic attack against himself in 2019. It was Dave, right? Okay, it was Dave. Jussie Smollett. Honestly, man. Smollett, who appeared on TV show Empire, challenged the role of a special prosecutor, jury selection and evidence, and many other aspects of the case. But all were turned aside in a 2-1 opinion from the Illinois Appellate Court. Smollett had reported to police that he was a victim of a racist homophobic attack by 2 men wearing ski masks. The manhunt for the attack soon turned into an investigation on Smollett himself, leading to an arrest on charges he had orchestrated the even for a plot on Empire. It's so horrible, isn't it? Even for a plot on Empire, it doesn't sound probable. That 2 guys in the dead, and again, that's what people, I remember the first time it got reported, everyone was saying that if you live in Chicago, you'd know how crazy their winters are. So that's the first time, I remember I saw a YouTuber say it, the first point is that, hold on, I lived in Chicago and Chicago is crazy cold in the winter. Why are these 2 racist guys just going to be hanging around in a district where there's only apartment buildings and it's in a nice part of town waiting for Jussie Smollett to come out of his building? It didn't make any sense. I remember somebody said it and I was like, wow, that was the first kind of red flag. But that plot isn't even good for Empire. 2 random guys on the street attack you while you're going to a subway. Like, what? Anyway, Smollett had reported to police that he was a victim of a racist homophobic attack by 2 wearing ski masks. The manhunt for the attacker soon turned into an investigation for Smollett himself, leading to an arrest on charges that he'd orchestrated the attack himself. Authorities said that he paid 2 men whom he knew from work on Empire. A jury convicted Smollett in 2021 on 5 felony counts of disorderly conduct. Obviously, the funny bit about all of it was definitely when we found out the identity of the actual attackers, and they were the blackest guys you could ever see in your life. That was what made it so funny. It was actually a Dave Chappelle level skit, right? That the 2 racist dude was super, super black, like straight from fucking Nigeria, buff black dudes. Both brothers were the ones that were allegedly underneath the fucking ski mask. I fucking loved it, man. What a funny story. He now will serve, or he will now have to finish a 150-day stint in jail that was part of his sentence. You know what's funny? Again, I'm not good with dates and maths, but I swear, if you would have accepted the time and just took the fucking jail time on the chin, he would have been out by now, innit? He would have been out by now already. 150 days is minor. He could have done that in a heartbeat. And it's not like he's going to fucking prison and shit. He's going to fucking jail. It's obviously there's crazies in there too, but it's probably easier to get through a 150-day stint in jail than it is in actual prison. Bloody hell, man. You should just took the time when it happened. In a statement, a spokesperson for Smollett said that they plan to fight the decision. Oh my God, he's not giving up on this lie. 2024 and he's still going to be lying about this. We wish to highlight the decision was divided, with Justice Lyle offering to detailed analysis in favor of Smollett. We are preparing to escalate this matter to the Supreme Court. So if it goes to the Supreme Court, is there a possibility that he might get more time? Is that possible? Wow. Imagine if that happens. If they see that he maybe is appealing frivolously or there's no substance to his appeal or some shit and he gets more time. Or that might be crazy. The special prosecutor assigned to the case, Dan Webb, told NBC News in an interview hours after the court decision that Smollett should finish his 100-day sentence. Exactly, Andrew Tate. And MAGA did get to his head, but I don't blame him for MAGA getting to his head. Like, we really do. I think you people in America, obviously, you have more experience of it because you fucking live there. But that Donald Trump presidency, man, I'm not, like, when people say Trump derangement syndrome, I think it's okay to have that because that guy was such a fucking, to go from like, you know, Barack fucking Obama to Trump was so crazy. As just a politician, forget what they do, just as a politician and how they carry themselves, I'm not surprised it broke some people's brains. Even to this day, MAGA is still running strong. MAGA is still strong now, and to this day, MAGA is fucking stronger than ever. So, like, honestly, the impact that Trump's presidency had on people and the way it broke people's brains and altered the fabric of American society forever, that is going to be something that is going to be need to documented in a fucking documentary, a book or something. That needs to be something that someone really, really does detail, because that guy, he flipped shit up. He flipped shit on his fucking head. To the point where Jussie Smollett, you know, decided to orchestrate an attack about himself. Because if I'm not mistaken, he did say, didn't he say that one of the guys was wearing a MAGA hat as well? Didn't he say that? Or did they say MAGA strong or something? I forgot. He said something like, what they said? They said, what they say? He said, oh, the guy said, this is MAGA country. Like, what? What kind of lie is that? This is pretty much the end of the road for Smollett. Mr. Webb said, under Illinois law, he has one right of appeal. That's what he had today. The Illinois Appellate Court denied all his issues. He can try to get up to the higher court, Illinois Supreme Court. That's a discretionary appeal that will be determined if the Illinois Supreme Court wants to hear his issues. But if that doesn't happen, then he's hit in the end of the road and will shortly be in jail. But yeah, he's got good lawyers, man. He's got deep pockets. So basically, he's going to go to the end. Let's actually watch the end of this clip as well. I want to see what happened here. But this is a fucking brilliant. He fucking thought he was fucking Epstein, innit? He thought he was that guy, innit? He thought he was a fucking undercover Mossad agent.
Care to present right now?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Ms. Widow.
The defense would wish to present a motion to reconsider sentence and file it in scanter.
It is timely filed.
Thank you, Judge.
And let me say, I've obviously considered the sentence at great length, and it's timely filed, so it's preserved for purposes of appeal. Motion to reconsider sentence is respectfully denied. And is there another? One second, Randy. Anything else? Just a second. Is there going to be a notice of appeal filed?
Yes, Judge. We're filing a notice of appeal. We're going to be emailing to the clerk right now, to the office.
You doing it in stanter? And are you?
Do you think his lawyers know too? Obviously, they're getting paid by the hour. It doesn't matter. But do you think his lawyers know deep down too? Do you think they know? Like, they're like, when they're all having drinks and shit, lawyers, his defense. Do you think they're thinking, come on, man, this guy? Do you think they know? They must know, innit? They know. They must know.
Are you going to be handling the appeal?
Judge, as of now, yes.
Well, you have to commit to handling the appeal for the appellate court. Okay. All right. Notice of appeal may be filed. Charlotte, and now I need the prosecutors to work with Charlotte, the probation officer, to work out probation specifications with the conditions I just explained. 150 days in the county jail.
His face mask.
The fines. Oh, and also statutory DNA and costs are ordered as well. That's statutory. So you have to fill out the probation specifications. Now I'm going to get somebody to help you do that, but we need to get that done in Stanter. Anything else today? Yes.
Your Honor, if I may, in light of the notice of appeal, we would ask that you suspend the jail sentence in light of the instant filing of the notice of appeal.
I do what?
Suspend the jail sentence in light of the notice of filing of appeal.
That will be respectfully denied. Yes, Your Honor.
Respectfully denied.
No.
In light.
Not staying. No.
No.
Wheels of justice turn slowly, and sometimes the hammer of justice has to fall, and it's falling right here, right now. I'm not staying.
This judge is the best.
This happens right here, right now.
Nope. Again, look, here he goes.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about it. I'll give you yours. Okay. All right. Any other matters to come before the court today?
I am not suicidal.
Sheriff.
I am not suicidal. Black fist.
I am not suicidal.
There we go.
I am not suicidal. And I am innocent. I could have said that I was guilty a long time ago.
Fuck off, you fucking liar. He's worse than Brendan Schaub, mate. Come on, one more time. One more time.
Court is adjourned.
I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal. And I am innocent. I could have said that I was guilty a long time ago.
Honestly, bro. Honestly. Jussie Smollett. If he just would have did the time when he got fucking sentenced, he would have been out by now. 150 days. I know it's not, a walk in the park. Well, 150 days shouldn't be enough for you to be like spinning like this and pushing stuff back. Like, just do the time and keep it moving, brother. Come on, 150 days. 150 days for a lie that you made up about being attacked. Again, I get the lie. I get it in his position. You're desperate, you're young, the roles are drying up, it's COVID, no things are being filmed, production is halted, all this stuff is happening. I understand. Maybe he heard on the grapevine that fucking Empire was getting cancelled, whatever. I get it. I get the desperation. When you're desperate, you do crazy shit. But when you get found out, you owe it to yourself and your family to say, you know what? Hands up. I fucked up. I did wrong, apologize, and then try and make it right. But this doubling down in a lie, it's very Trumpy, isn't it? Doubling down on a lie. I'm not gonna lie, it's very Trumpy. But yeah, big up Jussie Smollett. The sooner he gets into jail, sooner the better, really, to be fair. So this story is fucking over. Anyway, moving on, talk about jail. Fuck, you heard about this? KIMORA Simmons' house. She says, I and the kids are fine after her house caught fire. So maybe this explains why people are a bit scared about talking about Diddy, right? And Russell Simmons, all this fucking crazy shit is happening. KIMORA Simmons' house was set on fire, bro. Like, Diddy might be that guy. Diddy might be that fucking guy. I swear to God. The article. KIMORA Simmons says that she's safe after her Los Angeles home caught fire on Saturday. The entrepreneur, 48, shared on an Instagram story over the weekend that the kids and I are fine after the house fire, according to the screenshots. In a photo, sorry, according to screenshots. Let's continue there. In the photo, according to the outlets, the first responders of the Los Angeles Fire Department are seen standing there. The caption says, I cannot express the deepest gratitude from the numerous battalions, hand leathers, and units. Oh, go away. What's wrong with this fucking thing? Why does it keep doing this, Phil? Anyway, you see the fucking thing on here. Let me just see the picture. Look at this. You actually got the fire brigade there in her fucking home. Like, crazy shit, innit? Diddy might actually be that guy. Maybe this explains why people are so scared to come out and say what they want about Diddy, because he actually has people, maybe, allegedly, that he might hire to set your fucking house on fire. Fucking hell, bro. Fucking hell. But again, glad they're all okay and shit, but either Russell Simmons, either Diddy or somebody put the fucking hit out there. Who bloody knows? And then to continue on with the Diddy stuff, I didn't talk about this though. Diddy steps down as Revolt chairman to ensure he remains steadfast in focus on their mission. This is probably the only good thing that Diddy's done. The only good thing. And I've spoken a lot about people who get cancelled and stuff on my podcast and on my streams. And one thing that really annoyed me, especially in dance music, you see a DJ or you hear a record producer, or like a label head of a a record label will basically get caught doing some crazy shit, like, assault, rape, whatever it may be. And they'll get cancelled. And usually it leads to the cancellation of the entire record label. And I think that's really unfair that one person is then responsible for everybody losing their jobs, essentially. And I think it's really the only thing that you can do to kind of rescue a little bit of reputation and do right by the people that work with you is to just step aside and publicly make that clear, on your own platform and say, hey, I'm no longer involved in this record label. I'm no longer involved in this production company. I'm stepping aside and letting the people that actually work there do the good work while I go and work myself or go to prison, whatever it may be. People don't do that. Most of these guys, I guess, because they're fucking psychos anyway, they burn everything down, right? As soon as they get done for rape, everything gets fucking tarnished and it's all fucking over. So it's good to see that Diddy's taken the role himself to step aside from Revolt without basically hanging on there until the end, which he probably couldn't have anyway. I'm assuming they probably had stuff in place that can probably boot him. But the fact that he stepped aside here is good because it allows people to actually work there who had nothing to do with his fucking nastiness to actually continue on with their jobs and shit. That's good. So the article says, Sean Diddy Combs has stepped down from his position as chairman of Revolt TV. The move comes in the wake of the bombshell allegations levied against him by famed hip-hop producer and ex-girlfriend, Cassie and 2 other women who accused him of sexual assault and abuse. While Mr. Combs has previously had no operational day-to-day role in the business, this decision helps to ensure that Revolt remains steadfastly focused on their mission to create meaningful content for the culture and amplify voices of black people throughout the country and the African diaspora, the company said in a statement on Instagram. The media company, which includes a music-oriented digital TV channel, as co-founded by Combs and Andy Shuren, an executive with experience on Universal, MTV, and Live Nation. It builds itself as the largest black-owned media company for creators across the diaspora, however you pronounce that, with the mission to change the narrative of black culture globally by growing our ecosystem that gives black storytellers access to platforms. The various platforms provided an authoritative voice on hip-hop, rap, R&B, and special issues. So again, the only good thing that has come from it is that he's definitely taken a step aside. Now, cynically, you could say this is all because he's being sued, because I think I read or I saw a Twitter post somewhere where some woman broke down that Cassie suing Diddy the way that she did, or taking him to court, effectively put all the companies that he works with or he's partnered with in that lawsuit also. That's what essentially what happened. So essentially all those companies that he worked with or he's in partnership with or whatever, they had to basically pay whatever settlement that was paid out of court. So they all were on the line for it. So essentially he would get reprimanded by all those people too and told to step aside because they had to pay whatever they had to pay to kind of, you know, make the fucking whole case go away. So that's probably the smart thing that Cassie did by suing everybody. By suing Diddy, she ended up suing everybody. It's a really interesting clip. I wish I could find it, but it's a really cool one that the woman kind of broke down the whole thing. I was like, wow, man, that's pretty interesting. So she actually did well by taking it down the civil route as opposed to the criminal route, because then, you know, it was able to kind of affect his whole business, and that's why he's kind of going down now, which basically means more likely than not we're never going to see Diddy in the capacity that he was before, ever. I don't think so. You know, I think you already saw what happened to Crystalia. I think Crystalia, the situation, people really underestimate like how much of a blow that was, to have everybody find out all the shit that you get up to in your bedroom and the stuff that you do that's fucking crazy and borderline, you know, pedo, abusive, rapey level a bit, allegedly, right? You don't want people to know that sort of shit. So when it comes out, it's crazy, but I think it's even more crazy when your image isn't really like that. So I don't think Diddy, you know, I don't know, maybe I'm naive, but I always imagined Diddy to be a party boy. I always imagined him maybe to be a little bit freaky, but I never thought he'd be a rapist. Do you know what I mean? So when it comes out that you are one, it's hard to then to come out back outside again because you're embarrassed, because everybody knows your secret. Everybody knows the fuck shit you get up to. So his personality, how he talks, how he carries himself, how can you do that again when everybody knows what you get up to? Do you know what I mean? So I think this is probably the end. You're not going to see him for a while. You might see him pop up again in Bali like Russell Simmons doing fucking yoga somewhere. But the Diddy that we knew, the take that guy, the shuffling dude wearing the shiny suits and shit, that guy's gone, to be honest. That guy's over with. So it is what it is. Moving on. No Jumper news. I was wondering the other day, what's happened to the No Jumper show? Because I checked their YouTube and it looks like the last time they did a No Jumper show, which was a mainstay of No Jumper content ever since AD, TRELL, all those guys joined No Jumper back when it kind of had its kind of resurgence, right? No Jumper show was really a kind of a key part of their content. I remember I watched that every single week. It was a good way to recap some of the news. It was a good way to kind of, you know, check in on the dudes and see what they've been up to and stuff. They'll be busting each other's balls and shit, shooting the shit, whatever it may be. It was always an entertaining show. Always. No Jumper show was always the kind of mainstay in the content that they did every single week. Obviously, once AD and all those guys left, it took a bit of a hit, but it still was a main part of the platform still. So the fact that they haven't been able to do it regularly, it's been a bit of a shame. But it all has coincided with the fact that Adam 22 decided to start beefing with all AD and TRELL and stuff, or not even start beefing. He basically ramped up a little bit, right? Those guys are obviously firing shots the first way, but he hasn't been present for a lot of the No Jumper shows. He hasn't actually been there when they have recorded some. And the last time they recorded one was 2 weeks ago. So now that everything has happened, what has happened, everything's transpired, you know, the community guys, Ace Boys, they kind of pressed DESTO DUBB when he was at a Sexy Red concert for laughing when Adam 22 was going on rants, talking about TRELL and stuff, whatever it may be. It's looking like those guys are ramping up into the way of like, hey, anybody associated with No Jumper, if we see them outside, we're going to put it on them. So I guess in that respect, Adam got scared, he got spooked, and he hasn't been popping into No Jumper shows. If anything, if he wants to say something, he'll come on a new show, he'll jump on and say something, but he would never sit down and actually sit on the No Jumper show and actually go through and talk what he would talk about. Even the Adam and Wack show, he kind of ran away from that too because he was scared of all the drama. But it's been confirmed now. It has now been confirmed, courtesy of the No Jumper subreddit, Adam22 has confirmed now that the No Jumper show is cancelled. It's done for the foreseeable future. He's now trying to make it seem as if he's cancelled it because, you know, he's too busy, he's got loads of stuff going on. But it seems like he's cancelled No Jumper show because of the pressure and all the stuff that's been happening behind the scenes, with all the drama that he's basically been fueling with all his fucking nonsense rants and stuff. And now instead of standing up for it, you know, instead of standing on his shit, holding his fucking nuts, he's now running it. He's now tucking tail and running, and essentially leaving everybody to deal with the situation. Because now he's going to act like, oh, I'm over it, I'm done, I've said my piece, I've cancelled the show. But now everybody else is going to be suffering from his fucking reckless behavior and shit, which is really fucking dumb. But this is Adam basically saying No Jumper show is over.
All right, so everybody wants to know what's going on with the No Jumper show. Here's my response. I've been doing so many fucking interviews lately. Like, when I look at my calendar this week alone, it's like 2-3 interviews every single day, and then I also have to do the Plug Talk shit on top of it, plus trying to do meetings and business shit and all that kind of stuff. And at a certain point, it's just like, I don't really have the fucking energy to really do a great job at the weekly podcast thing and just, you know, have all my takes lined up and really do it on the level that I want to do it. So as a result, I kind of just decided I'm gonna chill for a little while, and if I feel motivated to do it in the future, or if the interviews slow down or whatever, then I guess I'll probably bring it back. But as far as right now, I've just been, if I have something I really want to say, I say it on the news. But other than that, I just really haven't felt motivated to do it. So
that's some coward shit. That's some straight up coward buster shit. And again, I don't have any problem with the beef. I think it is what it is. I think it's redacted anyway, right? They're all middle-aged men with kids and shit beefing over podcast numbers and views and streams. But my issue I've always had with people like this is, if you're going to speak like a tough guy, you have to follow through with tough guy shit. You can't then start like pretending that you was never on that time, start crying, start running away, start, you know, pretending like it wasn't you, hiding at throwing stones and hiding your hands. I fucking detest that shit. I detest any level of just, you know, bringing everything to physical violence is not necessary. You don't need to just because we're arguing, it doesn't need to be a fight. But you can't start talking crazy about guns and about security and about, you know, no one can touch me and all this shit, and then suddenly it gets put into action. Suddenly you get some pushback in what you're saying, and then suddenly now you become, oh, I don't have any opinions anymore. The man with all the opinions, the man sharing all the fucking views, the man that didn't not have a thing to say, suddenly doesn't have anything to say. Suddenly he needs time to line up his hot takes now. He doesn't just make them he doesn't just come up with them on the cuff like everyone else does. No, he needs time to think of his hot takes. He needs to do his hot take homework. Come on, bro. And the thing about No Jumper too, no one cares about his interviews. Like, No Jumper platform went under mainly based on Adam22's refusal to do interviews. He stopped doing interviews because he kind of felt like he was probably bigger than the interview stuff. He wanted to grow No Jumper to be a little bit more like Barstool and stuff. So the content strategy changed. Cool. AD TRELL, all those guys, you know, happen to bump into him and stuff, and they end up kind of relaunching No Jumper, kind of No Jumper 2.0 and stuff. And it was kind of fun at the time. But still, during that era, like, he didn't manage the talent well. He didn't lead well. He wasn't, you know, a good boss. And essentially, I still think, fundamentally, my main belief is that I think he's the one that fucked it. I think if he was a good enough leader, he could have definitely weathered that storm. He could have definitely put everybody in one room, hashed out all the issues, and got the content back where it needed to be again. But because he couldn't act like a boss, because he couldn't act like a manager, he couldn't act like a leader, and started getting into all the little petty beefs and shit, and wasn't able to kind of, you know, tell those guys to not do certain things and draw a line in the sand with beefs or whatever it may be, it kind of led to No Jumper kind of imploding. And now he's scrambling to save it. And now what? Saving it means For the Love of Lena shows. Saving it now means talking about Plug Talk all the time. Saving it now means what? Creating drama out of nothing on the fucking news show. Saving it, like, come on, bro. He has everything to blame for the demise of No Jumper. And it's been even worse, this whole arc that he's been on now, where he's trying to, you know, put the full court press on those other dudes from Community and Ace Boys and back on Fig. Because it's like, what are you doing? You're starting a beef, or you're instigating a beef, fanning the fuels to a beef that you know you can't finish. Like, why would you even do that? Just focus on the fucking content. Like, it would make more sense if he started beefing those guys based on numbers only. Hey, my streams are doing better than yours. I'm better than this. Okay, cool. Let's talk about that sort of stuff. But when they went to him trying to talk street talk and talk like a bully, like a fuck, I was like, Adam, what are you doing, brother? Like, come on, man. And of course, you know, stuff happened with Desto DUBB, which I think was unfortunate and really probably unfair. I think you shouldn't be, you know, pressed and maybe nearly beaten up because you laughed, right? That's a bit mean. But imagine like the wake-up call that he had in that situation, because he knows that Desto DUBB is cool with a lot of those guys from Ace Boys and stuff, right? He's probably knows them. He's given them clothes and shit. He's known in the area. I think he's from whatever, those areas. I don't know, whatever. He's known them. So he saw how they treat Desto DUBB, and he's black. So imagine what they would do to Adam 22 if they bumped into him. You know, he probably knew, okay, cool. If they're willing to put their friendship, actual friendship and street ties to one side with this guy, imagine what they'll do to me. Some culture vulture dude, right? Imagine what they'll do to me, the white devil. So that's why he's really scared and really worried. But again, it's all his own fault. He didn't need to go that far. He did too much. He just did too much, bro. I understand he was annoyed and pissed off. TRELL and AD were kind of, you know, dancing on his grave when he went on the honeymoon and he wasn't doing content. I understand. But he should have taken some time away during his honeymoon to actually rant back at them, have a little back and forth, and then just leave it. Draw a line under the sand. The moment he told them to not mention his name, and they stopped mentioning his name, and then he kept going at them, that's when it was always going to be turned up. So now No Jumper show's over. It looks like Adam is a bit of a coward and he's run away, which is not surprising, to be fair. We've always known Adam's a bit of a coward in that respect. He barks a lot, says a lot of stuff, but when actually people put it on to him in real life, he definitely runs away and tucks his tail. So that's never a surprise. The only thing I'm really upset about, and really, you know, that's kind of sad, is that he's put other people in danger. That's the issue. Not him. He's okay. He's always going to be fine. It's the fact that he's put other people in danger. Like, what's going to happen if these guys bump into Josh at Target or something, right? What will happen if they bump into, like, I don't know, even Sharp? He didn't laugh and say something like, he's put other people who have nothing to do with the beef in harm's way because he just wanted to be the big bad bully dude. And, you know, he didn't follow through. He's now scared and No Jumper show's over. So I guess it kind of is what it is, isn't it? I guess it kind of is what the fuck it is. What are you guys saying in the stream chat? More money allegations. I think he viewed Tom Hanks as a big type of man-child. Trug Walks, he plugged talk, whole lows. Mickey Mouse Mafia, as we say. I watch much less No Jumper, only back and Fig when it's drama. Yeah, I don't think that whole stuff is sustainable anyway. I think they have to fucking change their content strategy sooner rather than later anyway. That whole beefing over everything thing is dumb. But I also love this comment. This is courtesy of No Jumper Reddit again. It shows 03 Gredo is basically saying, he went on back on Fig earlier today, and he's basically saying if anybody touches Desto DUBB, he's back in the beef. So look, this is again, look at the issues that this is spurned. Now Desto DUBB's boy 03 Gredo has now decided to enter the chat. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine? All this because Adam 22 wanted to act like a bully. Let's play the clip.
But it's a certain way, bro. I bet you if somebody touched Dub, it's gonna be a problem. But I'm saying, I know y'all wasn't there. I'm not saying this. No, we wasn't there. Y'all wasn't there. My brothers was there. They're my brothers. I don't give a fuck on Gangsta. I'm telling you, I don't care. No, I understand how Gangsta don't. Let somebody touch him. Hey, I swear it's gonna be up then. It is. Because if somebody touch AD, if you gonna touch my boy, if you gonna touch my boy for laughing, I bet you we win.
So look at what's happening now. Now it's turned into a whole entire beef for nothing. It's absolutely horrendous. And again, all of this, in my opinion, is majority of the blame has to lay on Adam 22's feet. It has to. The majority of the blame, because he told those guys to shut up and stop mentioning his name. They stopped mentioning his name, And then he started going in on them even more. And then that's when it ramped up because he started saying some flagrant shit after that. It's absolutely diabolical, really. It really is. It's the quintessential, like, white man coming in and pitting black people against each other. It's fucking awful, man. Because now he's going to go into the sunset. He's going to jump in his fucking Porsche truck, in his BMW, go back to his mansion, hang out with his wife and his kids. None the wiser of all the fucking hell and destruction he's left in his wake. All those guys behind him are the ones that are going to be suffering. Like, honestly, man, like, what a fucking awful guy. Adam 22 is the fucking worst. He really is. All these black guys are fighting over stuff that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. It's fucking awful. It really fucking is awful. But GREDO did make a good point here as well about the LA curse, which I never really thought about, regarding the industry not really fucking around with LA people and stuff. I really thought this was a really good point as well that he made here concerning the beef that's happening and why the industry is scared of, you know, involving itself with LA artists and shit, because there definitely is an issue, especially in hip hop, especially in the States, why West Coast artists don't get pushed as much as, you know, people from the East Coast or other parts of America. It's really strange, especially considering the level of talent they have out there, the history. Like, it's weird. But let's play the clip.
He was already talking about trying to beat this Cali curse. The labels just don't treat us the same.
Look when we come. Look when motherfuckers come to our city.
No, but I'm saying,
look when niggas come to our city, cuz. When niggas come to our city, you can't even hang in our city.
No, but listen, industry-wise, there's already a mantra with the corporate people.
And we keep proving them right every time they come to our city.
So what you think is going to happen, just listen to me and listen to you, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to happen while you guys continue to have a public beef when you're trying to have a business here?
It's fair to say.
See how I got you.
Fair to say.
That's a good point, right? That is a good point. Imagine all the podcast drama that's happening now, the beef that's turned into real life street adjacent beef. It's not street yet, but it's street adjacent, especially once you get GREDO and other people involved in. Imagine what's going to be happening now going forward with the industry, how they're thinking about it. Thinking like, if we give this platform a deal and not that platform a deal, what's going to, like, it's just too much drama happening. And maybe it's standard because, you know, gangbanging is a part of LA lifestyle. Less, you know, maybe it's just so intrinsically tied to who they are as people. It's hard to divorce it. But it made me think in general, this might explain why Tyler the Creator kind of, when Odd Future and stuff was blowing up, if I remember correctly, they kind of went to New York first. I forgot who it was. I think it might have been Plain Pat or somebody is the one that took them to New York and let them do shows there and stuff and A-Life and shit. They, even though they're from LA, they kind of made it more so via New York. And that might be the reason why, right? Because they didn't want them to like get involved in all this drama shit, because the gangbanging and stuff is so complex and layered and shit. It's hard to kind of navigate through the industry when you have all these ties and street ties. And it makes me think as well, like, think of Whack 100. Whack 100 is a legit personality, a legit music industry figure. He does stuff behind the scenes, he manages people, he does A&R, he puts deals together. But look at how he's barking on the internet. Look at how crazy and aggressive and confrontational he is on the internet and the stuff that he says. Like, and that's a person that's involved in the music industry. That's a guy that's in his 50s probably. Like, imagine like what the music industry people are like. Because I imagine a part of me thinks most music industry people are probably regular guys and gals, probably mostly white. They just work a job. Imagine them going into a meeting and seeing fucking Whack. You know what I mean? Like, always fucking angry with that fucking sandpaper face. Like, imagine what they're fucking thinking. Like, no wonder the West Coast is being left behind or is being ignored in some respects. It makes complete sense. I definitely understand what's going on there. But yeah, and then last No Jumper clip here, we have TDE KEEM. KEEM from TDE is kind of waving his own white flag here, responding to TRELL and Heather. And again, this, honestly, these guys, what is with these podcasters, especially in America, that just love conflict? What is with this non-stop conflict thing? I don't understand this need to always have conflict. So he's having some sort of issues with Fig Community World, with Back on Fig and stuff. Now it's looking like he has to apologize to TRELL and his wife Heather because it looks like they don't want to invite him back on the show. I don't know what's going on, but it's just retarded. It really is redacted. I said the wrong word there. Definitely redacted, and I don't like it. It's just unnecessary. These guys will just put out content and keep it moving.
A lot of shit, more shit in the thing is. I feel like a lot of what's going on in this space right now, and I'm here to nip it in the bud. Like I've been hearing Christian love and all that and push forward. I'm here to nip a lot of shit, more shit in the bud. That's why I kept it chill on the other day on Apollo. I'm not really trying to crash nobody to the point to where it just look crazy, even if it's content or not. I don't want it to look crazy. Even if you try to make it look crazy on me. Even if you try to make it a numbers thing or whatever the case may be. And I'll respond to that right now. I ain't gonna take too much time on it. I'm responding to the numbers thing. When it comes to me, bro, me, Terrell, and Mac, we did that show the other day. Them numbers was those numbers based off of what the people, the supporters, the fans, whatever name y'all want to, you know, that's what the people wanted to see. People been wanting to see that from us. You know, people been wanting to see that from us. Mac wasn't even supposed to be there, but I had to use his location last minute. So that's how that happened. But the people been wanting to see that from us. And that's why it hit that way. That's why it hit more than any fucking drink show that's with the same motherfuckers, with the same people that, oh, if you sit next to him, stand next to him, that means the numbers is up out of here. That ain't the truth. It's what the people want to see. You can't force feed nothing in this shit. You can't force feed nothing. That's not what the situation is. And I walk in and I move around knowing that. I know that that's not the case. I know that I don't get high off my own supply. Let's put it that way. I just show up and have fun. I don't come with notes. I freestyle everything I do. And I keep it that way, but
freestyle podcasting is hilarious, man. Turning it into you come in with written content, freestyle content. Honestly, man, what are these guys doing to content creation? Just make your shit, talk your shit, and keep it moving. It really isn't that deep. Honestly, God almighty, what the fuck is going on?
Like I said, man, shout outs to the 70K. It's probably 70 plus right now. Shout outs to bro tapping in, hitting me, say, yo, hey, I want to do your shit and pull up and fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I fuck with that. You know what I mean? And shout outs to the people that got drink shows and shit that can't even, you know, those numbers ain't hitting the same like that one episode. They don't do that. You got to run back to the gram. Go back to the Instagram and, you know, that's where your shit is at, cracking and booming and all that. Yeah, get your chili. You been getting chili, you know. And I don't like doing subliminal, so shout outs to Heather, and I ain't gonna shit on you. I think it's kind of as crazy as you try to go with it. You know, I feel like you trying to do the content too. But then the underlying thing is you probably feel this way, but y'all know me, even in that group chat we only been in the group chat for like 3 days, y'all. Like, we got accepted into the group chat a couple days ago. And salute. Love is love. Love is love, and I fuck with it, but
imagine beefing with your friend's wife over content. Can you imagine how crazy that must be for them as a group of like loosely associated friends, that you're beefing with your friend's wife over content? It's so odd. These guys are so strange. There's probably stuff happening behind the scenes that we don't know nothing about that's affecting why they're like this, but I really don't understand why they're not just like get into the money, get into the views, and just putting out the content, because they're quite special in that they don't have to do the whole interviewing people content. They can just sit down on Apollo, they can sit down and back on Fig and shoot the shit with their actual friends, smoking, drinking, enjoying life, and people will tune in. Smack screaming, Heather screaming, TRELL doing his thing, and people love it. They tune in all the time. Why are you fighting each other? Why are you squabbling? What is this shit? I don't get it. If some of you don't get on, cool. Don't have each other on each other's shows. It's not that hard. It's not that deep. But for it to get to a point where people are beefing their friends' wives, or it's just like, you don't have to worry about booking guests. No one is screaming for those guys to interview fucking Lil Uzi Vert. They don't have to go and get fucking ASAP Rocky to come on their fucking stream. They just want them to sit down and talk, and people love the content. They put it on as background content, or they listen to them live, or they partake in their show like fucking Let Me Cook and shit. Like, they love them. Like, why are they doing this stuff? I don't understand. It's not as if like they're all hurting. They're all winning in their own little ways, but this beef is so odd.
You know, we all got family. We got people that watch this shit. Everybody not going for it. That's another thing that everybody got to be mindful of. Everybody not going for this content. Everybody reading this shit as it is. Like, no, that seems real. So you ain't gonna be able to stop everybody who feel a way about this shit. I tried to.
Is that a veiled threat?
I really move with grace, man. But
God damn, man, come on, bro. Anyway, I hope this doesn't happen. I hope they kind of sort it out and figure it out. But the whole Back on Fig, Ace Boys community drama is just so odd. It really is odd. I can't get my head around it. I really can't. Because, again, these guys are really grown-ups, too. They're, like, late 20s, mid-30s with children and shit. You know, they get an opportunity to make content, talk shit with their friends, smoke weed, drink on stream, and get views, make AdSense money, donations, super chats. Like, things are going well for them. They're getting thousands of views on their streams. And they're just beefing each other over what? Nothing substantial. It's just like... I wonder if this is proof that... Maybe it's the same in the UK too. Like, you know, us black people, we really can't be trusted with our own shit. We end up finding a way to fucking fight each other one way or the other, innit? We really do. I don't want to be that guy to say that sort of stuff, but us blacks have a real issue with just like getting along. Like, podcasting and content creation has created this lane for these guys to make content. Ghetto, ratchet, unapologetically nigger content, right? And people love it all around the world. And instead of just focusing in on that, they do all this drama. It's like, yeah, exactly. I think, or maybe it's a LA thing, as Necropolis says. Maybe it's just a LA thing. Maybe because LA is just, because I think their attitude is very similar to how LA podcasters are as well, like comedy podcasts. There's a lot of infighting and backstabbing and, you know, jealousy and shit, right? In terms of LA podcasters too, comedy ones. So maybe it's just an LA thing. It's just impossible not to be that way because of the area they're from. It's kind of everybody for themselves type of thing, right? Dog eat dog. Yeah, it's unfortunate, really. I wish it wasn't the case, but hey, what can you do? If you're in the stream chat here and you're liking what you see, like what you see what you like, please make sure you're smashing the like button down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. And of course, if you have any questions and stuff, make sure you tag them in the chat and I'll be here to answer them to the best of my ability. Next on the list here, let's talk about Joe Budden's beef with the NBA YoungBoy. I have no idea why this is a beef. It's annoying, it's frustrating, it's dumb. And it really is another reminder as to why music critique is in the gutter, really, because this is so uncalled for and so left field. Like, why are they talking about NBA YoungBoy and saying his music is trash? Again, objectively speaking, maybe you could have an opinion and say NBA YoungBoy's music is trash, but the way Joe Budden brought it up, randomness of it, the flippant nature of it, it's just so unnecessary. Like, why he did this, it really is unnecessary. And especially when you consider how emotional, how quick-tempered NBA YoungBoy is, how ravenous his fans are, it kind of feels like this is on purpose. He knew NBA YoungBoy fans would go crazy when he said this. He knew NBA YoungBoy would probably say what he said about him, so he said what he said, but I just find this whole thing so unnecessary. And if anything, this is another reminder as to why, as much as it was a joke, or much as it was a kind of a running joke during the last, you know, iteration of the Joe Budden podcast with Rory and Moore, Joe Budden's label of being a hater is not really a joke. It's actually real. Like, he's actually a hater, like, for real. He's a legit hater, like, for real. Like, it's one thing to not like the guy's music, but the way he brought up his name, the contempt in his voice about him is like pure hater shit. Let's play the clip.
What else do I have written down here? You ready to tell the truth about NBA YoungBoy? Not ready to do this. What's the truth? That nigga's trash. He's horrible. He is horrible. Damn. He is horrible. He is really, 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 really bad.
As a rapper or a person?
I don't know him as a person.
Oh, okay.
I'm only speaking about music.
Music.
He's really, really, really bad. And that thing happened with him where when he was out, the label pushed a button and did some YouTube shit. So then all the little kids had to just come to the gathering and tell you about NBA YoungBoy views and how great he is and how awesome he is and how amazing he's doing. Now that the label's backed up a bit, and now that we done had about 3 or 4 projects while he's been in Utah on house arrest.
By the way, that point there was where I realized he was hating. Because this has been a running theme in Budden's career, where he's always felt like the industry never pressed a button on him. They never gave him that boost that he needed to kind of really be spread to the masses. And he feels like there are other people, other artists who at the time when he was around got that button, or even newer kids nowadays, and he still has a little bit of bitterness about it. He still has a little bit of bitterness around seeing people who clearly have an industry push behind them, which again, it's none of his business really, because he's a retired rapper. Why does he care who gets marketing push or who gets label support and stuff? It doesn't really matter in the big scheme of things. But that little line that he said there for me was an indication of that kind of little bit of hate that he has there for the industry still, and how he hasn't been able to let it go.
Way more than that.
I know.
And that's that to me is where the problem lies. Because earlier YoungBoy music don't sound like this to me. Like, even he just dropped a single today. I listened to it last night, and I cut it off midway through. I'm just like, I can't.
What's the difference between his music then and now?
Shit, me, I could hear it. Like,
that's bullshit personally. I think maybe YoungBoy's music hasn't gone considerably that bad. If anything, he's put out too much music and it's hard to consume it. But I think NBA YoungBoy is doing the same thing that Gucci Mane did when he came out of jail. I remember this iconic interview with Gucci Mane with fucking Charlamagne. And me being a big Gucci Mane fan, I remember at the time thinking, man, Gucci Mane's dropping too many things, isn't it? And I can't get through all of it shit. And I think I remember him talking to Charlamagne, and Charlamagne basically asked him that question: why don't you have more quality over quantity? And he said that my fans love me for who I am. They love my approach to music, but they also want to hear from me all the time. And I make music for my fans. So my fans are always going to listen to my stuff, regardless. If people think I put out too much content, too much music, they're not my fans, and they wouldn't listen to my project anyway. So I don't really care what they have to say. I'm only doing this for my fans. I was like, that makes a lot more sense, that you're servicing your own fans by just dropping every week, because your diehard fans are always going to listen to it shit, and everyone else can just kind of, keep it moving. And that makes a lot of sense. And also, nowadays, with technology being the way it is, and, clearly NBA YoungBoy has a talent for finishing songs in a heartbeat, why wouldn't you put them all out? Like, there's stories of Future at the moment. There's a running theme that Future allegedly has like 400 to 700 songs. That's the running total, I think, Future. There's a running story that Future has like 407 that are just done that have never been released. Why would you just so what are you doing with those songs? You're holding them forever. There's never going to be the perfect time to drop them. They might be a bit old. Your sound might have changed. Your life experiences have been different, whatever. A different stage of your career. I get why people want to just drop. And I also get the other side of things, like a Tyler, the Creator. He's more so, he locks in and works on albums when he works on them. And when he's not working on an album, he's not making anything. So that the music, when it comes out, it's somewhat fresh. I think that's why the Drake album was so good, right? The one that came out with the 6 tracks, right? The fucking Scary Hours, whatever. That was so good because he said, I think in a tweet where he put out, that he made that whole thing in like a week or something, or 2 weeks. So it was all fresh. None of it was like leftover stuff from Her Loss or anything else or that ilk. But I just think in general, even if NBA YoungBoy's music isn't for you, the way he drops has been the way he drops forever. Since he's come into the industry, I don't think his music quality has degraded that much anyway from the time that he released. And I just think, considering that he wasn't in the news, he wasn't a first week sales thing, bringing him up like this was just a pure hater thing. So I wasn't surprised when NBA YoungBoy heard that and replied the way that he replied, right? In very classic NBA YoungBoy way.
Last thing I dropped was decided to my album still in the top 10. Pussy ass nigga. Don't speak on me. I don't play that shit. Don't rat on me neither, you pussy bitch. Yeah, Bobo. I said, I want that piece more tune the old stupid dumb bitch. Do your dick don't even get hard no more. Count ass nigga.
I love how angry he gets, bro. I love how angry this guy gets. He's fucking incredible. It's like he's sleeping or he's angry. There's no in between emotion.
Ain't no sabotaging me, bitch. Fuck wrong with that nigga, man. Don't rat on me. Don't rat on me, bitch. And I don't want to argue with your bitch ass, nigga. Hey, bitch, you do all them interviews. Hey, come on, Grade Digger Mountain and talk to me, nigga. You can't, bitch, if you can't do that, man, hey, you bitch made, nigga. Shut your fucking mouth. 60,000, bitch. That's 6 times in a row. That's 60,000, bitch. Come on, my money.
Joe Budden, bitch ass, old bitch ass. Yo, the fucking aggression from him is so much, man. It's so unnecessary, but I get it. And of course, Joe Budden heard this and he clapped back himself.
Joe was clout chasing with that.
No, his podcast is the #1 music podcast. So
I just want to say,
Oh, who said that in the stream chat? Who said that in the Twitter chat? Who's sucking him off? Yuck, man. Grown men sucking off. But there's nothing worse. Go on Joe Budden's Twitter and see how people reply to him and stuff. Joe Budden's reply guys. And it will make you want to barf in your own mouth. Grown men with kids and shit sucking up to Joe Budden on the internet.
way bigger than him. Stop this.
You are not bigger than YoungBoy, Joe.
I think
you
exactly.
are not bigger than YoungBoy.
I think you guys should talk.
Exactly.
I think he says wait.
By the way, pause by that as well. You're not bigger than YoungBoy. That I think there's a pause there somewhere. There should be a pause there. No, I think there's a pause there.
Bigger than him. He's speaking on an overall presence platform. Like
Joe
Budden is not bigger than NBA YoungBoy in any way, shape, or form. By the way,
you young.
Even dick comparisons, I think NBA YoungBoy probably hasn't beat on that, and that's no pause there as well.
Idiots get fooled by these label metrics and these digital tricks. Would you like me to read you the numbers on YoungBoy's last 6 projects?
No, go for it. Go for it. No. Go for it. Go for it. Yo, don't cut him off while he's talking. Yo, Joe, go for it.
All right.
You want to read?
I mean, I don't want to. I didn't think I had to do this.
Imagine Joe Budden at his age sitting around in his house Googling NBA YoungBoy first week sales and shit, going on Twitter space. Like, honestly, this guy is like, you've achieved too much in your life, man. You're 40 something plus. You've made millions from podcasting. Why are you just chilling with your wife, relaxing with your kids and shit? Why are you doing this? Like, what is this? This is some pure hater shit, man. Joe Budden is like awful.
I'm sure someone here is recording.
Oh.
I mean, we record every
on you.
2022.
Real quick.
2022. Never Broke Again. Quando Rondo LLC. 14,000 copies. Week 1. Billboard position 62. Then you have Feds Baby. Moneybag Yo. 2017. 21,000. Week 1. 3,800 degrees. October 7th, 2022. 24,000. What else we got? Better Than You with the Baby. March 4th, 2022. 28,000. Until I Return, 2020. 29,000. Stop this, yo. Stop.
You skipped a bunch of projects, bro.
Exactly.
You
January
skipped a bunch
6th,
of projects.
2023.
Loads of projects in between.
29,000. Here, we got another one here, 2022. Drama, I Got a Family. 39,000. We got another one here, September 6th. Never Broke Again, 39,000. We got another one here, 2018. 43,000. We got another one, 43,000, 2018. We got another one here, 51,000, 2023. The point is, you're doing a lot for somebody that don't sell more than 60,000 records.
Come on, bro.
Like, stop it. I get
They care for the bots, Joe.
Yeah, I know. But enough of it. Enough young people just saying stupid shit in hip hop. We get it. You like who you like. Awesome. But it's not this dominant force that you niggas keep trying to make it out to be. Y'all do the same thing with Brent. Y'all do the same thing with all these new niggas that y'all like. Just stop, yo.
Yeah, I think that's all a bunch of cap and a whole bunch of hate and shit. Again, it doesn't go back to the fucking music. There's probably a good conversation to be had about NBA's quality of music and his ability to make bangers, his abilities to make hit records, his ability to make those songs that will really cement his legacy. You can have a really constructive conversation about that. But Joe is just such a hater. And I think that damage of his career and how it didn't, because think about it, right? Joe Budden is really talented as a rapper, right? Super talented. Maybe one of the best to actually grab a mic. But his career as an artist never really panned out. That must be really hard to take. When you're really good at rapping, you can probably outbar and out-rap everybody in your fucking peer group, right, in your age bracket with your fucking eyes closed, even now that he's taking all this time off for fucking hip rapping and shit, but then your career never panned out. Then for it to be many years after the fact, and these kids are fucking, you know, blowing up over saying da 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 da. You can understand why he's a bit of a hater. You can get it. But he's now made a career for himself as a podcaster where he's made millions just talking and critiquing about culture. That should be already enough. That should make up for all the stuff that you didn't get from music. But maybe it shows that deep down, Joe Budden's real true love has always been music. And the fact that he's never made it is always going to be something that he's never going to be able to let go. He's going to resent it. He's going to resent the music industry forever. So he takes it out on artists who he feels like don't deserve their success, or, you know, maybe the public maybe gasses them up too much or something. Maybe that's why he's like the way he is. But this guy on fucking Twitter actually killed Joe when he went through the numbers, right? Number of platinum albums, Joe 0. NBA YoungBoy has 2. NBA YoungBoy has what's that? Platinum. These are all platinum albums. Jesus Christ. AI YoungBoy 2 times platinum. Until Death Call My Name 2 times platinum. Top platinum. Sincerely Control platinum. AI YoungBoy platinum. For Respect Freedom platinum. Realer platinum. So NBA YoungBoy is so clear of Budden that it's not even worth talking about. It's such a weird beef. But again, I think part of it is obviously trolling. Part of it is to get himself on the feed and be a topic of conversation. But I also think part of it, fundamentally, Budden at heart is really a hater. Like, he actually is an unrivaled, undisputed, pure breed hater. Because he's made it in life as well. That's the thing as well. He's not like a hater where the conventional hater is like, oh, some guy in the comments who is living in their parents' basement like me, who's covered in fucking Cheeto dust, right? Who has no money and all this stuff. Nah. Joe has money. Joe has success. Joe has a career in himself, and he's actively hating on the kids because it reminds him of the lack of support he got when he was coming up with music. It's fucking funny. I fucking love it, but it's so unnecessary. It really is fucking unnecessary, and I wish it wasn't the case. But yeah, big up what's that, Gotham Hip Hop Joey, for fucking laying down a smackdown with those fucking numbers and making it very clear who's on top and who isn't. But let's see what happens. Let's see what transpires. Don't be surprised if you see a video piece content with Joe and NBA YoungBoy sitting together having some sort of interview, because, you know, maybe that was also the play. Who knows going forward? But yeah, that's a bit of a shame. What can you do? Moving on, let's talk about Chin Suyi. Let's do the end of this show. Chin Suyi content, right? Let's do Chin Suyi. Oh no, should we do Chin Suyi? No, let's do Brendan Shaw first. Let's go to the Brendan Shaw SCHAUB show. Let's see what's happening there first. I haven't checked it out yet. Let's see what's happening at the SCHAUB show, and let's see what he's saying there, and then we'll go and do Chin. So SCHAUB show first, and then Chin. So SCHAUB show episode number 364. Let's see what's happening on SCHAUB show episode number 364. What's this fucking guy saying? Let's see. What's he saying? What the fuck's he saying? Let's see what this guy's saying about the UFC and stuff in general. Let's see what I'll go on. Don't talk to me. Don't talk any nonsense, okay? I beg of you. Please. Please, for the love of God. Come on, bro. Let's load. Come on, is it going? Yeah, big up the stream chat too. If you're enjoying the show, make sure you're fucking smashing the like button down below, please. If you can, that'd be greatly appreciated. I don't ask for much, but I ask for that only, okay? Cool. Come on, sir. Oh, it's okay, it's a live stream, that's probably why. Let me fast forward a bit. There you go. Where's the fucking start? Okay, it starts about here. There we go. 1 minute in. There. Let's go.
SCHAUB. Good morning, Vietnam. It is December 4th at 7:01 a.m. We got the morning crew. The morning crew doing the morning shift. Only an well, it's about 2 hours earlier than we usually do. It? How you guys feeling about the morning grind?
I like it, man.
Do you?
Let's get it going.
All right, I like the energy. Chin, you look a little sleepy.
I mean, it's dark outside still.
It still is a little dark, man. Your boy, usually up around 4, maybe 5 if I get to sleep in. So it's all gravy here, man. All gravy. Spent a long weekend. My son's first travel ball team's tournament play.
So you're playing some pretty good freaking.
No mention of the fucking critter again, innit? Do you guys think there's something to do with him because it's IVF? Allegedly, it's an IVF baby that maybe he doesn't feel connection to it because of that or something. Are there guys that do that? Are there guys that have that inability to like connect with their kids when it's like a kid that's been conceived in a fucking test tube or something? Is that a thing? That's really odd. I imagine it is a thing, but he doesn't really talk about the critter too much, right? Even though the critter had, you know, a very rocky introduction into the world. Let's just talk about the son that plays baseball. And also, what happened to the other son? Why is he speaking about, like, he's clearly got a favorite kid in it. He's clearly got a favorite kid, and it's definitely Tiger.
Teams, man. You're not playing in that little league around the corner anymore. These kids are not white, and they've been playing forever.
Isn't his kid not white either? What's his obsession with the... And again, I think this little is an indication of his issue with black people. Because aren't his kids not white, technically? If they're half Mexican. Aren't they technically not white themselves?
They don't miss. It was a good learning experience for the team. Good learning experience for my son. He dominated the last league, but they were all white kids. So he got hit with a fresh, wet dick in the face by these kids who are not white and can play them some ball. Okay? It's a good learning experience for him. Now, travel ball teams, in case you guys don't know, they're comprised.
Who listens to this sort of stuff?
Of the best in the area, and then they're not associated with a league. They're all stars from that league, and then they travel around and play other all-star teams. And it's pretty cutthroat. And so we weren't supposed to win a single game in our first tournament, and these boys pulled it off. They won one. Oh, nice. But we did play the 90th ranked team in the nation.
Again, I don't know if I'm being picky or if I'm being a little bit of an asshole, but really, your kid's team, you're saying we, an hour.
I might as well not even showed up. They beat the brakes off of us. But the boys held their composure, and they rallied in the second game and won a game. They beat the crap out of that team. And then there's just something missing on Sunday because they went 1-1, and then they made it to the Sunday game. Sunday,
hey, I don't know he's giving up on the Just for Men. He's giving up on the Just for Men. Actually, you know what? Because he can't line up his mustache. Honestly, his eyebrows too. Have you ever seen a guy that the threading on his eyebrows is crazy, isn't it? The threading on his eyebrows is crazy. He actually looks like an abuela. That's a funny thing. Take away the mustache, Brendan actually looks like an abuela more so than his actual abuelas. Like, look at the threading. Look at his eyebrows. He looks like a bad bitch. But the mustache, right? The lack of leveling up his mustache, it actually looks better that now he's basically he's obviously taking it down a bit. It's maybe at a level 0.5 or maybe a 1. So it doesn't look so obvious that he can't shape it up. Because for some reason he's not able to get the right hand side of his mustache to line up with the left. It's always a little bit sticking out. It's not leveled up properly, which is odd because it's not hard to just like look in the mirror or just get a ruler or something to line it up and just say, okay, cool, you cut from there, you cut from there. It's not that difficult.
What's going on? The boys were just off. Maybe they don't like to play on the Lord's Day, but the bats weren't connecting, and they got dealt with, man. They got dealt with. I'll tell you right now, though, I've done a lot of cool things in my life, from football, fighting, stand-up. Nothing is better than when your kid is playing freaking Little League Baseball. Oh, my God. It is so fun, man. And out of all the sports...
I love how he's looking around trying to get everyone's attention to log into this fucking story that's boring. Like, you have to really care about Brendan and his kid to really be invested in this stuff. And you also have to maybe make it funny. But updating your fans of your pod every week on what your fucking 7-year-old does in their Little League thing is just a waste of time. We don't have any... It's not even like he's providing you with video footage. You're just having to imagine You're having to think of a 7-year-old boy in your head. Imagine how fucked up that is. That's very suspect, right? You're having to think of a 7-year-old and then think how they play. in your head to make this make sense? Why does this matter? Like, just honestly.
He gravitates towards baseball. I'm all for it. I don't have a background in baseball.
I think this is the reason he does this is because he doesn't like to talk about UFC or MMA. That's my running theory, and I'm going to die on that hill. I think deep down, Brendan actually doesn't enjoy talking about MMA or UFC. So he does all this stuff because he does want to talk about the other stuff. That's my theory.
Baseball, so I can just kind of chill.
And he doesn't have any friends.
He still does jiu-jitsu. That's kind of my thing a little bit there. Football, kind of my thing. So with this,
football kind of my thing.
Over aggressive, like come on, So my role in that is just mindset. I can help him out with that. Right? He has a huge advantage because Dad knows something about competing. So that's where I can kind of take the Papa Bear role.
Do you know what do you know about competing that you got to? I don't know. Again, I'm not gonna. No, let's not go down there because he was a professional UFC fighter, so fair enough. Maybe that's one thing, but I don't know if I would really say you're an expert in competing. You know what I mean? Like,
but it is the absolute best, man. It's the best. I'm gonna have to cut back on touring for sure. I got to figure that out. I struggle with that.
Wow! Look at that lie. Come on, Papa, man. So he's clear to see, sorry, for most people, Brendan isn't touring, not because he doesn't want to tour, but because he's not getting booked in a lot of places. You just see his list of dates on his website, right? It's very, 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 very light, right? It's very light in the ass, as some people would say, right? It's very, very light in the ass. It's very pre-BBL, right? His touring schedule is very pre-BBL. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, right? It's not going to win any fucking bikini contest in fucking Miami. So that's why he's spending more time with his kid. Okay, it's not the best circumstances, but at least you're spending time with your kid. Don't then use your kid as a way to defend your ego or defend your fragile, to defend your insecurities from you not being able to book comedy gigs. Yes, one thing has not worked, but you still got a chance to make money doing podcasts and stuff, like whatever. It's still a decent enough life. Be thankful for it. But he's now trying to use his kid as a fucking shield for why he's not doing stand-up shows. That's really unforgivable, to be fair. That's really horrible.
That when I was younger, I could tour, 3-4 weekends a month. And, I wasn't missing a ton.
Younger? Did he have his kids in his mid-30s? Like, this is such a lie.
But now, like, I'm in Chicago this week. I missed his second tournament. So I don't know. I really struggle with it. So I'll figure it out, man. There has to be a happy medium.
Absolute lies.
There's nothing I love more than watching that kiddo play baseball. Especially when he has success. He hit a bomb in that second
Because let's if he had the booking schedule of a Theo or of his other guys that are doing well, he'd be on the road. It's not a bad thing. I think most comedians are like that. Most stand-up comedians clearly don't like hanging around with their family. A lot of them. It was actually quite cool when I saw the clip the other day, the recent fight card. Rogan was at the UFC with his wife, right? So clearly he likes hanging around. He's one of the rare ones. He actually likes his wife's company. But most of these guys don't actually like hanging around with their partners. Even Bill Burr, he was at the UFC, show with his wife too. But a lot of these guys would rather just hang out with the boys and do what they want. Cool. I understand why you'd want to do that. But don't lie and say that you'd prefer to not have shows and not, collect that check and sell those tickets and get all that dopamine on stage from people fucking screaming your name and clapping. Come on, bro. Let's not lie.
Dude, only 7-year-old to get it to the warning tracks. And then when I went over to him, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. I always say, tea time, that's what I'm talking about. And he looks at me and goes, Dad, if that was in Colorado, that's a home run.
7 years old.
We play the video game. I always tell him the balls go further in Colorado, high altitude. I was like, dude, you are so right, man. But that's not a home run in California, dude. All right? So keep running. But yeah, nothing better, dude. And dude, I'm full dad mode. I mean, I'm chilling in the right field with other dads. We're talking shop. Some dad brought some brewskis.
Oh, nice.
They have the lawn chairs. These dads, and they've been in it because they have older kids, so they got the grill going, dude. Yeah, man.
I might just pull up.
Dude, pull up.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's that? I'm like,
no friends in it. Fucking hell, bro. It's kind of sad, bro. It's kind of sad, And again, it's all his own doing. He fucked it himself, really. He pissed off a bunch of people, tried to fuck everybody's wives and girlfriends and shit. And now he's trying to Because remember there was a point where he remember there was if you watch earlier at TFATK's, he used to take the piss out of like school, like the parents at his school and shit. The parents at his kid's school. They tried to be his friends and maybe make conversation. He'd make some, I have enough friends. I'm all set on friends. Because he was hanging around with Rogan and everybody else, right? They were kind of beneath him. Now that Rogan circle has basically disappeared, he's now buddying up with the guys at fucking baseball. Funny how things play out, innit, right? That whole, that saying about treat people on the way up, be careful how you treat people on the way up because you might be back on the way down is very, very true. Very, very, very true.
It's Tiger's uncle, you know, because you can't just be there. It's the guy
sure.
who works with me. Can you have some hot dogs?
Yeah.
Can you eat some dogs on there? Man, he's hungry today. Yeah, it's there's nothing better, man. It's crazy though when you see some of these kids at 7. You know, like my son, it is what it is. I'm sure every dad thinks this. He's an outlier. You know, he can play some ball. Dude, there's some kids though, they whatever it is, you know, they just have it and they have that competitive edge. And they're 7. And this pitcher, this kid was thick. I'm talking John Kruk, like John Daly of baseball at the mound. I'm like, look at this kid. Keto, anybody? Bro, this kid was throwing junk at 7. I mean, yesterday struck out 4 innings, 12 in a row. I mean, no one could hit this little kid's thing. Just balling, dude. Balling. Didn't care. Went back to the dugout, eating his Cheetos. God, what a baller, dude. Baller. But at 7 to just have like that tenacity, like it's cool, man. It's cool to see. I absolutely love it. We started early today because I had to take the Lightning to the shop. We got to be there around 8:30, get this bad boy running. So I am crunk. Got the parts from LMR. So hopefully this Lightning gets back up and running. If not, it's a disaster. But it sounds like this is all that we need. And then it's off to the races, Daddy. I got some cool stuff in the works. I can't wait to show you guys. A lot of truck stuff, car stuff coming up this week and next week. Casey is exhausted. Yep.
So I thought you said he went to spend time with his kid. You want to spend time with your kid, you don't want to tour, but then you're doing all this truck content. Make it make sense, please.
Getting double time.
It's all good though.
You're getting education in cars.
Yeah, man. Spark plugs, fuel pumps.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's where I draw the line. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting though. I mean, I know my trucks and cars, like, but I don't like. There's gear heads, and you've been around it where there's a complete like I'm a super newbie.
Yeah.
As far as like when it comes to like building engines and all that mechanical work, dude.
Yeah, like Ryan at Kibby Tech starts talking, and I'm just like glaze over. Like,
yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, I got it.
Who the fuck is that guy? Huh? Who's that? Who the fuck is that? All these new employees, man, all these hires, all this money being spent, brother. If there's one thing about Brendan, he's not shy of spending money. He's not shy of hiring somebody to help him do something. Like, do you really need all these people? How many people do you need to make this show? Like, really? How many people do you need to make this? How many? Like, fucking hell, man. So much output, so much outlay, so much money spent on people, but the shows are the same. It's just him sitting on a chair. No new graphics, no interactivity, nothing. Just him sitting in front of a mic, in front of a camera, shooting the shit, reading fucking fight cards off of fucking Wikipedia.
Dude, yeah. It's a cool world though, man. I freaking love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then also with my son, I take him on all the car stuff whenever I buy a car.
Yo, he does not want to talk about the UFC, innit? He does not want to talk about the UFC.
Because this younger generation has come up with all electrical stuff. And it's I don't have any issue with electric. It's just it's not good. So what I tell my son is,
so he's taking his son to all the places he goes to buy cars. Essentially, in a way, he's training his son to be as materialistic as him. He's training his son to hold up things on the pedestal that he was obsessed with when he was growing up. Balenciaga, Nikes, cars, different hats, wearing all the jerseys under the fucking sun, bandwagoning teams. Like, isn't that a weird way to bring up your kid? And again, this is coming from a fashion guy, a sneaker dude. I'm obsessed with fucking techno music and DJing. but I don't think I would be pushing nightclub culture to my kid. You know, I probably would say, you know what, stay away from the clubs. You know, stay away from the decks, stay away from the drugs, stay away from the alcohol. Like, I'd probably push them away from this sort of stuff, or just let them make up their own mind. But I wouldn't be, you know, taking him to the fucking Berghain with me. You know, like, what? If I was obsessed with fucking Ferraris and Porsches, I wouldn't be turning them into a Porsche or Ferrari head. I'll just let them decide if they care about cars or don't. Like, what a weird thing to kind of push onto your kids. And it's interesting because, if anything, it shows that he doesn't really have a personality, innit? That's a really sad thing about it. He has no real discernible personality or hobbies outside of buying things. So maybe he feels like if he does that, that's his way of like having a personality, by passing down the buying gene. I think. What? I don't know. It's really odd. What's it? Oh, big up Uche. What's going on? What's going on, my G? Someone in the Discord said Brendan and Joanna are just like the Ace family. Yeah, that's very true. But the thing about the Ace family, would I have some? Again, not to be, am I mistaken? Are the Ace families not from LA originally? I have a little bit of patience and understanding with them because they are products of LA. Like, they're from there. I think so. Is it from San Diego? I don't know. Something about them is giving me LA anyway. Like, you know, people who have dreamt to be famous their whole entire lives. Brendan, I wouldn't say humble beginnings, but he doesn't even come from that world. Like, he's kind of fully embraced the whole LA, California lifestyle and made it his identity for crazy. I don't know. I just find it odd. I just find it strange to turn your kid into a fucking, a Porsche Ferrari guy now. You take him to all these kind of fucking, you know, showrooms and shit. No wonder he's demanding trips to fucking Paris. Do you remember that was a thing? Brendan got freaked out when his kid that goes to private school, and I think he said already the private school he goes to is the one where all the celebrities go to, right? I think Brendan was freaked out one time because I think he was going through his bad phase and he wasn't selling enough tickets, and his kid came back home and said, oh, where are we going on our Easter break? Because all these friends were going to like Paris and shit. They were going to Bermuda. They were going to fucking the Seychelles, right? They were going to all these exotic places. All these crazy luxurious places, man. He's thinking, we're not going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? He couldn't afford this. So it's like, that's what happens. When you bring up your kids, when you tell your kids at 7 that Nikes are the only thing they should wear, no wonder they're going to turn that way. Big Illusionary Commission.
You call yourself a fashion guy, eh? You're a SCHAUB.
Yeah, exactly. Big up Illusionary Commission. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for this fucking signature. I'm a fashion guy, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not any guy. I like what I like. I'm not an any guy. I'm not nothing. I'm just a nobody person. But big up you, Illusionary Commission. Appreciate you for the super chat, brother. Let's continue. Let's go back a bit anyway, where he said that thing about he takes his kids to the fucking thing. Let's go back a bit.
And it's I don't have any issue.
Is over. Like,
yeah,
thumbs up.
Yeah, I got it, dude. Yeah, it's a cool world though, man. I freaking love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then also with with my son, I take him on all the car stuff whenever I buy a car or do anything in the car. I always bring him with me because this younger generation has come up with all electrical stuff, and it's I don't have any issue with electric. It's just it's not good. So what I tell my son is, he'll be like, yo, Dad, is that Tesla faster than this? Or is that electric car faster than this? I went, yeah, it is. I said, just because it's faster doesn't mean the build quality or the amount of work that goes into it is good. I said, so your steak tonight, I can cook it faster in the microwave, or I can go.
Have you ever cooked a steak in a microwave, by the way? Have you ever taken a steak and cooked it in a microwave? I'm sure they exist. What kind of analogy is that to give to a kid? A steak microwave dinner. And also, I wonder if deep down he just doesn't want his kid to be an environmentalist. All right? He sees what's going on in LA. He sees how maybe woke it is and stuff. And he's just worried his kid's going to turn into a super hardcore liberal. So he's like, you know what? No EVs for you. No saving the planet. No sustainable energy. Fuck this shit. We're going straight pedal to the metal. Okay? Gas guzzling. We're honking our horns. We're wearing our red hats. Right? Maybe that's what he says. Maybe. Big up, Commissioner. Appreciate you for super chat, bro.
Next month you will like trucks and say peanuts ago.
Yeah, exactly. Big up, Illusionary Commissioner. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Imagine I'm like, guys, guess what? I just bought myself a Land Cruiser. Guess what, guys? I got myself a Land Cruiser. Guess what? I can't drive it yet, but I got a Land Cruiser. Let's go.
Go old school and put on that fire grill. Which would you rather have? He's like, the grill. I'm like, that's the difference between gas powered and electric.
Some of these conversations he has with his kids, I don't believe it. I think he makes up these conversations. Like, he has these deep talks with his 7-year-old about trying to make it as a professional baseball player. That he goes on runs in the morning with his 7-year-old kid. Around Runyon Canyon, he's taking his kid and doing drills. I don't believe these conversations that he has with his kids or the stuff that he does. I don't believe them in the slightest. I think his kids basically ignore him for the most part, but he has these conversations in his head.
Just because it gets maybe a quarter mile faster doesn't mean it's better. There's a lot that goes into that, man. So they hate Teslas. Every time I see a Tesla, my 4-year-old was boo.
Lies.
Boo. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But as far as the fight game goes, man, still the off season for the most part. Still the off season, but UFC Austin came through in fashion. It was a lot of controversy, but some great fights, a lot of finishes. Austin always does the job. They always stack Austin. Austin's the UFC does a good job. Obviously, Rogan lives there. Rogan was in the audience watching as a spectator. You had Tom Segura there. So yeah, man, you had a lot going on there. So they always stack those UFC Austins. It's also called UFC Austin. It's not just like UFC Fight Night, like it's UFC Austin. So I think that the biggest gate there that they've ever had in history. I saw Dana White on Instagram. Yeah, so that's pretty impressive. Austin's a big market for them, so they definitely stack it with some good fights, especially for a fight night. This thing was good. The night was a little. If Arman Tarsukian didn't absolutely demolish Dariush with that fake knee with the right hook, which was insane, dude. Insane. He at least took the momentum back, because before that, you had Jalen Turner and Bobby Green, and this kind of overshadowed a great night of fights because the ref went, but did he die? And we're like, no. He's like, damn. That ref, there's a couple of jobs where you can kind of have brain farts and, kind of take your time.
Like podcasting?
If you're an open heart surgeon, probably not.
Stand
if you're a chef, not the end of the world if you, burn the steak.
Car content guy?
If you're a mechanic, kind of go at your own pace. If you're an NFL quarterback, you got to get moving. If you're a ref in the UFC, you got to be on your stuff, man. You can't have a brain fart or just zone out or try and see somebody die. That's what this guy did with Jalen Turner and Bobby Green. When the guy is defensive on his stomach and going unconscious, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying not to be a victim of the moment.
Did that happen to him, though, when he faced Travis Brown? Wasn't that the same thing? Wasn't Travis Brown on his back and Brendan was like, he was laying face down. I think his defense, he said on Rogan, was that he told the ref not to stop the fight, but he wasn't going to ever get out of that position, right? Travis Brown had all control on the top, laid him out, and was raining blows in the back of his head also. Maybe Brendan was covering himself better. He wasn't getting rained on as much as Bobby Green was. Oh, sorry, who was it? Was it Bobby Green? Or was it somebody else? I forgot who it was. But I think it was Bobby Green. Yeah, it was Bobby Green. He had the same thing, innit? So he should really understand what's going on there. Maybe Bobby Green was talking to the ref. Maybe.
Moment here. A prisoner of the moment, as they say in the colleges. This might be the worst stoppage I've seen. Late stoppage. Can you think of another one?
Come on.
Yamasaki was...
Big up Illusionary Commission. Appreciate
Callan
it.
needs respect for ever making him listenable.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, to be fair. It's also interesting, this thing, because you realize how little he has to speak about, really and truly. He doesn't really have much to say on most things. And the one thing he should be talking about the most he should really be going in depth with UFC stuff and really breaking stuff down because he's a fucking former professional. He's like, nah, he's kind of over it. Kind of, maybe, understandably so because of his beef with Dana, but Jesus, bro. Like, come on, bro. Make it entertaining.
Notoriously known for it, but his was always like, come on. This one, you're like, what's happening right now? Y'all want to see a dead body?
Yeah, the Priscilla Koshera, I think, versus Valentina, that was bad, but she was still awake. But it was like they should have stopped it because she was getting destroyed. But this one was like,
this one was
like out, dude. Bobby was out.
I bet you that ref when he was walking the octagon was like, y'all want to see a dead body? Like, what? Yeah. He's like, watch this. It's a no, dude. We don't.
It was terrible, dude.
It doesn't help the sport. That was, and you and me especially, you Chin, always like early stoppage, let it go, live to fight another day.
Especially for title fights, though. That I'm always like
title fights. Yeah. I'm in agreement with you, unless it's like if this was a title fight.
No. Yeah, of course not. No.
But usually title, or know your fighter, like Dominic Cruz fight, right? Like some of that stuff is a little dicey. This one, I mean, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, I felt so bad for Bobby.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. Jalen Turner's the absolute savage. Takes on short notice and then just dismantles Bobby.
And he didn't want to take the fight. He was like super upset.
It's his hero. Yeah, they're from the same part of California, Fontana.
Oh no, I think somewhere in San Bernardino.
Is it not Fontana?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did he say?
Bring that up.
Did he say he's his hero? I want to know if that's true. Hero. Did you actually tell him that? Because that's a weird way to treat your hero, if that's true. I don't know how true that statement is, but I don't know about that one. He didn't look like he was fighting his hero.
I thought it was Fontana.
San Bernardino.
But their gym's out of Fontana.
But they're from
the same area.
San Bernardino. That's like that area, which
yeah. So he was like, you were the the blueprint, the trailblazer. And then, I guess that's how you treat the Trailblazers, right? Shout out to the Overland High School Trailblazers in Aurora, Colorado. I went to high school. Jalen Turner did it, but again, you can't be mad at Jalen Turner because it's on the ref. Like, you're literally trained. You don't stop till he pulls you off. It's just you're just conditioned that way. It is what it is. Figueiredo looked fantastic at his bantamweight debut. He's gonna be a problem. And Font was what, 7th or 8th? So he's up there, man. He's gonna be a problem. He absolutely dismantled Rob Font. He looked fantastic. I thought he looked a little slow, a little tentative at first, and then he got his bearings, and he looked phenomenal.
Yeah, you're right. 8.
He's 8, yeah. So there's some good fights, some really big fights. That bantamweight division is tasty. Good God.
I think that was it. There wasn't much more to cover on there, to be fair. This show is super boring. I think that was it. I think that what else he talk about in the description? We moved on to Chin. Current events: Jamala Hill arrested, Bobby Green's hotel scuffle. Yeah, I think that's about it, really. Let's move on. Let's talk to fucking Chin. Let's see what Chin's saying, innit? Where is he? There he is. Chin SUYI. What's he saying on his vlog? Let's go. Let's fucking go. Come on, Chin. Give it to us. What you saying out here, Chin? What you saying? What you saying? What you saying? Okay, it's loading. Bear with me a second here. And if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you're liking it down below. Make sure you're liking it down below if you're enjoying the stream. Help a brother out. Help a brother out. Okay? Cool. Nice one. Thank you. That's all I need to hear now. Come on, let's go.
You know, I haven't done a day in a life in a little while now, so welcome.
He's calling it a mini documentary. Look at the title. Jin says, a month in the life of a podcaster. New vlog and mini doc, aka mini doc because it's too long. He's now calling them mini documentaries. Lols. Mini documentaries. Okay.
To another day in the life, going into the golden hour. Yet somehow this turned into a month in the life. Hope you guys enjoy. And we are here. There's Kev.
Hey, black guy.
What's up, Nick?
What's happening?
Hey,
Not much.
guys, listen to Ashtray.
And this is a Jin action figure that Chris got me. It's actually from BTS.
You acting all different now.
Brand new.
Hollywood.
Skankfest over here.
Mr. Hollywood. Oh, I go to Skankfest.
Sorry,
You're on movie set.
I'm a DGA director now. Sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The strike is over.
We're happy to have you back, dude. It was difficult.
It was so difficult, dude.
I want to see the inside of yours.
Oh, it's huge. Oh, you can sit in the back when we.
I
love that they come over the air updates. I love it.
All right, that's it.
That's it.
It's my show.
400 miles.
Look at that space, bro. It's such a big office, and they do hardly anything in it, innit? It doesn't really use don't really use it to its full capacity. That's really, I don't know if it's a waste of money, a waste of space, but it's a big space for what they do, innit? Really, considering. There's not much else content or stuff that comes out of it, really. You know? No live stream for the fights. No, not like just, yeah, I don't know.
Out of golden hour, going right in here into Fighting the Kid to put some, at least one more mic stand in. I already started here, so I'm gonna have the table mic arms instead of these Mika ones, at least for the guests. Turn that on.
Why is it not getting to 420, 480? What's going on in the fucking quality?
Turn that on just for a little bit extra light.
Oh, Jesus.
And there's my tools.
Eesh,
Got this giant.
Again, I'm no one. I'm nobody because I'm just doing this out of my fucking parents' basement. But look at the fucking cable management or lack thereof. Come on, play, you fucking cunt. Play. Listen.
That on just for a little bit
Look at
extra
this.
light. And there's my tools.
That is not good, innit? That is not good. No cable management whatsoever.
Got this giant drill bit. It's gonna fit right in here. And I got this bushing. It's gonna fit right in there. And then go ahead and lay the one of these guys on. Table mic arms.
He does everything, innit? It's some real immigrant shit, man. They got Chin doing everything. He probably goes to fix Brendan's bathroom when it breaks as well. They go walking around like a real fresh off the boat immigrant. It's fucking hilarious. Yo. Look at the space, bro, they've got in this studio.
Let's grab one of these.
They don't do anything with it.
From Fight Companion.
What are we doing with that old
Which one?
The one we did before the one.
The shocking one? Yeah. Either we're doing it, releasing tomorrow, on Thursday.
Brian the creep, innit, just popping around the corner. Where'd he come from, innit? No wonder he fucking allegedly rapes people, bro. He pops out of nowhere. Where did he come from?
Which?
He just appeared from the background. Where the fuck was he? Fucking hell, mate. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Which one?
The one we did before the one.
The shocking one? Yeah. Either we're doing it, releasing tomorrow, on Thursday or after. I don't know. Depends on what we do tomorrow. All right, let's take a look, skis. Bam.
Second gold hour today.
All right, so as you can see, the guys went off to lunch. And this is just the break in between before we do the second show, which is going to be the Patreon episode. So I'll see you then. What are you doing to me right now?
Hitting you with my meat stick.
Yo. Georgia gave me his meat stick.
Lucky the grease don't get on you.
It's in my head.
Podcast banter. What does George do? Do they have him just there for like emotional support? Are they just being nice to him because he's nice as well? What does he actually do as a job? Like, what does he do? Is he doing Cat's? Is he doing Cat's old job? Like, what is he doing? He does the clips, allegedly. Really? I have a hard time believing he knows how to upload a picture on his Instagram, to be honest.
Head now, too. Damn it. You're gonna chip away at all my little hairs. They're gonna fall out.
One by one.
Yeah.
Can you believe that they actually made an arrest in the Tupac case?
Then how about they say it's going to get dicey for Sean Combs, Puffy Combs?
That guy couldn't be saying anything, though.
50 Cent?
No. 50 Cent retweeted the thing, which is crazy, first of all. If I was Diddy, I'd be like, yo, bro, what are you doing?
You don't think 50 knows?
No. The producer of Power? No. But I do think... Oh, this is cool.
Yeah. I mean,
they did talk about the P. Diddy's thing. They do it on Patreon. Okay. They don't want everyone to see Chris D'Elia talking about P. Diddy because basically Chris D'Elia was the comedy version of P. Diddy, really, if you believe the stories out there, right? The countless stories, right? The hundreds of women out there that have accused him of shit. Literally hundreds. So he can't talk about you because he's going to look crazy. So they didn't put it on you. Okay, I was wondering, why didn't they speak about Diddy? They did speak about it, but they put it around a paywall. Very smart. Very, very smart.
I don't know.
And talking about women, there's another candidate here for one of the retreats that, you know, fucking Karen, what's his name? D'Elia likes, right? He's log cabin, so she should be a resident. Maybe she's a bit too old for him, but looks like she'd be a resident.
Gone out and tried to be with other guys in this town, and they're just not it. Like, right. I don't know how else to put.
Also, there's a theory going on now that the people that call into the show are like paid actors, because I think somebody leaked. I think this guy looks like he sleeps in an ashtray. This guy looks like he pisses in energy drink bottles and shit, and has plates, you know, plates of pizza underneath his bed. This guy allegedly DMs people and stuff and asks them if they want to submit questions and shit. I think someone on the Fire and the Kids subreddit leaked it or rumble. I think because he reached out to somebody that was on the Fire and the Kids subreddit that also happens to be an influencer or something and asked them, hey, do you want to submit questions? So I think what they do, they create a false thing that the fans are calling in, but it's actually influencers or up and coming actors and shit. That's what it is. Allegedly. I don't know. No idea. I'm fucking an idiot. I'm just talking out my ass.
The men in Gnome.
Just wrapped Golden Hour and jumping into this meeting with a sponsor and some of our team. Okay, cool. All right.
All right, thanks, guys.
You got it.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Jesus Christ. So Chin not only does the studio repairs, production, production, recording, whatever that is, video. He's also doing the biz dev, the business development shit. He's the one that does the deals for the podcast stuff, the podcast sponsors and shit. Not even Brendan. Brendan doesn't even do that. And Brendan acts like he works hard. He doesn't do anything. He turns into the studio. Chin turns on the cameras, turns on all the recording equipment, records all the shit, edits it, clips it, thumbnails, pictures, all this stuff it does with their team. Brendan does nothing. Brendan doesn't even click upload. He just turns up and sits in front of a microphone and talks and still acts tired and hungover and shit. Fucking hell, he does zero work. Zero. Yo, big up Illusionary Commission. Appreciate it for the super chat, brother.
Diddy did it. Discovery would bury him, case closed.
Yep, 100%, 1,000,000%, 1,000,000%. And that might be one of the quickest, you know, out of court settlements we've ever seen. And, you know, considering how close Cassie was to Diddy, their history together, blah, 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 you know, come on. No one's going to say it doesn't prove he's guilty. No, it does. If that was me, I think most men are like that. If you were accused, you know, if you were incorrectly accused of something like that, you're going to fight until the end, especially if you're Diddy and you got his resources. You're going to fight that shit to the end because you know that what that can do to your reputation and legacy. The fact that he settled so quickly, guilty.
So you think about
It's
just
a
for the
preference
first part?
thing. Yeah, I'm just saying, do like hope or pray better.
I like both the way you did it, so I hope this and that. I pray that.
So Chin is helping, what's his name? Lil Browse on his music. They collaborate on music. Lil Browse is still trying to make it, by the way, which is interesting. Can you think of a story? Can you think of people, my lovely stream chatters, think of people in your life. Do you know anybody that's trying to make it in music and they're terrible and they're a friend of yours? How do you tell them? Do you tell them to give up? Is it your place to say that? Like, what do you do? If you have a friend that makes music and you think it's terrible, what do you do?
Oh, so run it back twice.
Cause I hope this life I'm living don't get the best of me.
What other songs do we got in there? Now play your version of that.
Slow dancing with our eyes closed.
You don't hear it? Okay.
Every time we're together. Well, I know it's just not the same since you came to my hometown. I know it's hard for you because you left your heart back up in the
What is it? So Chin's producing. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna agree with Wolfgang's interpretation. You don't tell them, or verdicts on this. You don't tell your friends who are terrible at music that they're terrible. Unless they ask you for your opinion. Then it depends if you're actually their friend, if you're gonna tell them the truth or not. But you don't go out of your way to tell them to give up or to stop. Let them do what they want to do. Because I think in the life that we live nowadays, you know, there's all this mundane, boring shit that we do. If they find some level of joy, happiness, and fulfillment out of recording music in their bedroom and shit, let them do it. As long as it's not harming anybody, as long as their kids are looked after and they're looking after themselves, they're not missing any meals, then, you know, whatever, then it's all good. You just let them do what it is. But if they ask you a question, if they ask you your honest opinion, or, you know, I've been put in situations before where they've asked me, hey, do you mind sharing this on your profile or something? You're like, I don't really want to, because I don't want to, and because I think the music's terrible. So you don't want to say it, but it's kind of hard, isn't it? It's kind of hard because who's to say, as much as I don't like Lil Browser's music, who's to say that it doesn't blow up? Who's to say it doesn't blow up? You know, who's to say there might be an opportunity? Because, you know, there's a lane for everyone. He makes that kind of what does Lil Browser make? He makes like college rap, innit? It's sort of like college rap, I'd say, right? Is it college rap? You say it's college rap? I think it's like frat boy rap or something. There's a lane for that. It's not for me. I would never listen to it, but I think there's a lane for it. It does work, so maybe. But Chin producing his tracks, I'm not too sure about that, because everything sounds like, you know those tunes that Chin's productions sound like, you know those preloaded songs that come on MIDI keyboards. Remember those old MIDI, or those old keyboards, not MIDI keyboards, those old keyboards you get back in the day. They have those preloaded songs that you could basically like riff off of and stuff. They kind of sound like that. Another day.
What happened to your eye, Nick?
Jesus Christ, bro. How old is this Nick guy? Is he in his 30s? He looks like his birth brother. Fucking hell. Is he like 30 years old? How old is he, do you think? Jesus Christ, brother.
You see the other guy, fucking.
I'll just leave it at that. Just you see the other guy.
Yeah, you can probably cut off the last like 20 seconds because I was just zooming in on Casey's face.
There's Eric Griffin doing back exercises.
Oh, I gotta do that, and then I gotta do my minute-long plank. Okay, there we go.
Plank.
No comment. No comment on fucking.
That's supposed to help your lower back.
Mashed potato body guy. Not just walk. Just go on a walk. Go on a run or something, man. You're doing your exercise in your jeans while you're doing a podcast. Come on, man.
Fuck off! I don't have any ass.
Chris, come make fun of Eric.
Okay.
It's good that you're consistent.
Get my Cobra in. Okay. Woo!
Good job.
Is that a breath in it?
Which is $49.95. You can get the fat guy workout.
Man got up in phases just from lying on the floor. How old is he? Eric Griffin. Age. How old is he? Is he 40? He's 51. Okay, so maybe it makes sense why he's getting up that way. Maybe, right? Maybe. But Jesus Christ, bro. He grew up like he was 105. That's pretty sad. I'm not going to lie, bro.
Okay. Woo!
Good job.
1, 2,
Which is $49.95. You can get the fat guy workout. Just 5 minutes a day.
He's breathing heavily.
Like this.
Beautiful.
Of course he's wearing a Superman shirt
Now
as well, isn't it? Like, so on point, isn't it? Superman shirt.
Now I have been prescribed adult ADD.
Cool. So now you can get it
Yeah.
legally.
Legal.
Before we move on, Nick is actually down.
Show and tell.
Yeah. So speaking of the dark web, we bought this on Amazon.
Okay.
Right.
That's the dark web now.
It's supposed to be like 51 million volts. Whatever.
So Nick is Brendan's new Adderall plug, innit? Because Nick is allegedly into the dark web stuff. Okay, so that's where Brendan's getting his Adderall subscription from now. He's getting his, allegedly he's getting his addies now from Nick, I'd assume, because BGL's out of the picture. Ah, okay. I'm understanding the relationship now. I get it. Chin records and Nick gets the addies. But unfortunately, he looks like he also likes addies. So Brendan probably has to drive to his house to pick them up, because if he lets him if he wastes any time or, has gaps in between, there's a chance that he might ingest all the addies. So he probably has to go drive over to his house and pick them up himself, because he can't be trusted to bring them to the studio because they might not make it. Because he looks like he likes addies himself,
Stun gun stuff, and Nick is down to take a shot.
You're kidding me.
Nah.
Look at his eyes.
He's damaged goods already, so let's go.
Oh my God.
So your shoulder or where?
In the neck or
What do you think?
Neck. I did my shoulder, I did my chest.
You've done it.
Yeah.
You did it to
Brendan
yourself.
did it and Brian did it to me.
Oh, you did it.
But
No,
I mean,
I didn't do it.
I mean,
pussy.
Don't do my chest. I'm afraid of my
No.
my shoulder.
So your shoulder?
Okay, here we go.
But he has a sweater on.
It doesn't matter.
It
Dude, this voltage.
doesn't matter. If a crook's coming, you're like, take off your shirt.
Jesus
If you get
Christ.
a lightning bolt, it's not
Brendan
gonna
is so fucking redacted, but he has his sweater on. Wow.
If he has his shirt
I'm
on.
gonna see if I can attack Shin.
Stick out your tongue.
Don't attack me though.
Don't touch your computer or anything.
Ready?
I don't wanna,
Well, you're right. He's right.
Yeah.
Is he right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
By the way,
Just in case.
the sound goes away when it hits your skin, so it's still going.
Okay.
So you guys
Yes.
know.
Yes.
I could have got him.
Okay, Lizzie Commission, big up you,
Eric's
brother.
mustache stole his youth from him years ago.
Yeah, Eric's wife did the best job ever, because I think men aren't really good of knowing their power. Men don't know what looks good on them. Men are really crap at that. All you need is one woman in your life, one partner to tell you, hey, stop doing that. Or maybe to like you when you got, and suddenly that's it. So I think when Eric grew out his beard one time, his wife told him, oh babe, you look really hot. You look really good in that beard. And he said, what? He was like, huh? And he's never changed since then. He's never gone back to the mustache, because this was a horrible look. I never understood why he did this in the first place. Like, he's not the best looking guy anyway, but you need to lean into what works for you. But this Mr. Potato Head look thing with the mustache and the thing was horrendous, bro. It made him look so bad. So I'm glad he's got the little salt and pepper beard going on. He looks much, much better now. 100% better.
It is painful, right?
You should have elbowed him in his fucking.
What if Nick was like,
That hurt pretty bad though.
did it hurt? Yeah, it looks like
What's
it
it
hurt.
feel like?
Let's do it.
No way.
I would love for you guys to do it. Oh my
Chris-
God, it would go.
Chris acting like he's never felt somebody stun him before. It's Chris lying as if he's never had somebody pepper spray him before. Come on, Chris. Come on now. Come on.
So far,
Never.
you guys do.
Never.
I don't want to die.
Never
You're
mind.
not gonna die.
No, I know that. I just don't want to be hurt.
I know that. You see? I know that. He knows he's not going to die. He had it happen to him before, eh?
Like a normal person.
Everything I do so damn hard. They circle all around me like a campfire. I'm up all night like a vampire. I'm on my way if you can't tell. I'm in the field like the NFL. Just touchdown ATL. Yeah.
Me, I could take a hiatus. God.
So, bro, try doing like me, I could take a hiatus and see how that sounds. Me, I could take a hiatus.
Okay, I got you.
Me, I could take a hiatus, come back in a year and be one of the greatest. Just wrote a hit song for somebody that I grew up on. Almost turned on the back cause that one was my favorite. They hating on me, then they stuck in the matrix. I'm ducking the law and I'm ducking the fake shit. I touch down, I'm touching the pavement. I ain't really got no patience, man. I got this shit by a landslide. I can do this with my hands tied. Everything I do so damn hard. They circle all around me.
To be fair, once a beat kicks in, that's probably the best thing I've heard him spit. I'm not going to lie. Once a beat kicks in, I went to hate. But once a beat kicks in, it's pretty decent. This is the best I've heard him sound. The best. And it might make sense because him and Chin are clearly writing together. So maybe that's helping. But this is the best I've heard. And I usually hate this guy's stuff. So, fair play.
yeah.
Uche hating Drake filter. Me, I could take a hiatus. Me, I could take a hiatus. Me, I could take a hiatus. Me, I could take a hiatus.
Let's take a quick little break. I'm giving away all
Oh,
of this
fuck off
stuff
your
right
shit shirts, man. We don't care. We
now to
don't
you
fucking
myself.
care. We don't care.
If you want to buy more stuff,
We don't.
there.
We don't want to buy your shirts. They look shit. Come on.
Alrighty. Maybe I'll install this one right now too.
Ooh, he's showing us the calves, eh? Ooh, hello, sexy man. Let's see your legs again. Come on. Give us those nice Korean legs. Come on. Oh, look at that, mate. Kimchi me, bro. Fucking hell. Look at that. Hey? Ooh, hello. Look at those tendons, mate. Look at those ripped tendons. Look at that, eh? Come on, mate. You can fucking stick that leg in my kimchi any day, mate.
These are the bushings I'm installing.
Oh, you can get in my bushing
Let's
if you
try
want,
this
mate.
glue out.
Peking duck me anytime you want, brother. Oh, there you go. You can pop
Right,
that inside of me when you want, mate, eh? You can
We're off
dump
to
it
the
in
studio
me.
now, and it's a Halloween episode. That's why
he's got a little
I
hair.
look like this.
Oh, look at Chin getting sexy for the lads in the office. Eh? He's got his little who's that guy? Who's that wrestler with the toothpick? Is it Scott Storch? Was it Randy? What's his name? Do you guys remember? Wrestler that had a little toothpick and he had his hair like that? A little thing that used to dangle down. Do you guys remember that? Dark hair. Who is that? Razor Ramon. Is that him? Razor Ramon? I don't know why I know. He looks like that wrestler. Is it Razor Ramon? Yeah, that's the one. Big up the fucking stream chat. Yes, Razor Ramon, yeah. Chin got the little Razor Ramon little, you know? Oh shit, what happened to him? Is he dead or something? No, he's not dead. He died in 2022. I didn't know that. Oh no, RIP to him. I didn't know he died. Shit. I had no idea he died. That's fucking tragic. Fuck, bro. RIP, how did he die? Holy shit. When did he die? Death. In 2022 of March, Hall was hospitalized after falling and breaking his hip. He was immobile on the floor for days before being oh my god, bro. He fell in his house and no one knew. Oh my god. That's a worst way to go out. He was immobile on the floor for days before being discovered during a wellness check by his friend Diamond Dallas Page, who took him to hospital. After Hall underwent hip replacement surgery, a blood clot was dislodged and resulted in Hall having 3 heart. Oh my, yo, this guy had a tragic way to go out, innit? You fall, you hurt yourself, you have surgery, 3 heart attacks on March 12th, after which he was put on life support. He was taken off life support on March 14, 2022, after his family had traveled to see him, to be by his hospital bed, and with him by his bedside before he died 4 to 6 hours. Oh my god. Only 63 years old too. WWE announced his death during the 5 days during the day on Raw episode with a tribute video. 4 days after Hall's death, Waltman revealed that the Wrestling Observation newsletter that Hall had relapsed back into alcohol abuse when the COVID-19 pandemic and resulting lockdowns rendered him unable to make social interactions. COVID killed him as well. Fuck, bro. He had dropped weight down to 210 pounds, his usual 287. Waltman revealed that Hall had been practically in bad shape the night before the Hall of Fame induction ceremony and even passed out at a bar. Waltman also stated that Hall's condition worsened throughout the 2 years prior to his death as he offered to move to Hall into February to help him with health issues. Page returned. Page also returned to help with Hall's alcoholism. Hall was buried 8th of April in Trinity Church. Damn. Big up Illusionary Commission, appreciate
Augustino,
it.
you sound like you'd like to replace Chen.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine I'll be the new black guy in there. But yeah, RIP fucking Scott Hall, man. Damn. I had no idea he fucking passed away, I'm not gonna lie. Shit, RIP to the legend. R.I.P. R.I.P. Big up, Illusionary Commissioner. Appreciate for the super chat, brother. Thank you so much. But damn, I didn't know he died, bro. I had no idea he died. R.I.P. man. R fucking I.P. What a sad way to go out, bro.
What's up, dude?
What up?
What's up, dog?
What's up?
Yeah.
What are you? I know you.
Yabba dabba do.
What is this?
Dude, you don't know fucking.
This the dude, the white guy from
Goku.
Oh, I thought
From
you were.
Goku.
You know who I thought you were? I thought you were the dude from Karate Kid.
Oh, the blonde, like, yeah.
I get it.
Is that another new car? What car is that?
The dude from Karate
How many
Kid.
cars does this guy have? Bro?
Goku.
Is that another new car that he has? What car is this? Which one is that? Jesus Christ, bro. Is that the electric Porsche?
What's up, dog?
What's up?
Yeah.
What are you? I know you.
Yabba dabba do.
What is this?
It's a what's it? People say it's a Lucid Air. Yes. How many cars does this guy have? Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, it is. It's a Lucid. Yo, big up Cloud 22, Cloud K20. Appreciate it, brother. Very good eye there. It is a Lucid Air. Isn't it? It's in white. He's got that. Jesus Christ. So he does drive an EV, or is that not his? God damn it, Brendan, bro. You
Dude,
can
you don't
spend
know
money,
fucking-
innit?
This the dude, the white guy from
Goku.
Oh, I thought you were.
Goku.
You know who I thought you were? I thought you were the dude from Karate Kid.
Oh, the blonde, like, yeah.
Yeah, just laughing at anything, innit? You know what I did when I came to the office? I shit my pants. I put gas in my car. It's like, Eric, man, shut up, bro.
I usually only laugh at
The same outfit?
27, 89.
Well, Casey dressed up.
Oh shit, you look sick, dog.
Thanks, bro.
Scarface?
No.
Miami Vice?
Yes, but from the Friends edition. Remember when the Friends, Ross and Chandler, they
Have
dressed
to
up as
explain your
Miami
outfit.
Vice.
Look at George.
That's what it's from.
Don Johnson's in that.
Drew doesn't even know what day it is, isn't it? He doesn't even know what fucking day it is, bro. Like, he's just barely there. Barely fucking there. Bless him, but he has no idea where he's even at. Me, I can take a hiatus. Me, I can take a hiatus.
Yes, he is.
It's a good look for you. I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna
can take a
lie.
hiatus.
Bro, where the fuck is Brendan? What are you trying to justify? You're trying to justify your nonsense.
It's just nice.
And Casey, of course. Dressed up as Casey.
Dude, you can see Nick's dick all flopping around.
It's fucking tiny. You got a little gobbler. Got a little loose knuckle going on right now.
I should say, Georgie, please continue what you're doing. No, the loving thing, the nice stuff you were doing.
Oh, okay. Come here.
No, not that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there. That's the one. This is why I love my Georgie.
Save me.
Get your feet. I got you.
No, that'd be weird.
Okay, damn it. No, I'm saying, but there's a made it factor, and it's like, you know, if you can go out and do shows and people know who you are, then the younger guys or the people who came up with that still haven't been able to crack it.
Oh, yeah, if you guys come to Philly, come to Boathouse Row. I'll show you.
We always do live calls. Do you honestly believe these are the like? Look at this is so bait that it's all like paid people, isn't it? Like these people all look like LA types, isn't it? Like trying to make it in what they're doing. But what is this? Do you think these are fans of the show? Come on, really? These look like people they found on Fiverr. You know, like voice actors and shit, and just people that want to just do like whatever. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on. We know what Brendan's fans look like. These aren't what Brendan's fans look like. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't lie. This is all paid shit, man. They get these guys on fucking Fiverr or some shit. Come on, you know it.
You can come out for practice or...
Yeah, me, I could take a hiatus. I don't really know. Me, I could take a hiatus.
It doesn't matter. We're going on the water.
Yeah, be illusion commission. Oh God. Appreciate you. Okay, what's the ethics of about being sexual? What's that? Oh, look, they got your thing. They tagged it. What's the ethics about being a redact getting tattooed? Oh, that's a good problem. I don't know, man. I've got no. I don't know. If it's me and it's my studio, as long as you got money and you can pay, I'm gonna do it. I don't care what you are, bro. You know what I mean? I don't care where, you know, chromosomes all there or not. Let's do it, man. You know what I mean? Let's run it up. It's your choice, especially if you're grown up and shit. I'm gonna do it. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do it. But big evolutionary commission, I don't have any ethics, mate. You step through my door, paying customer, you get the business.
Yeah. She's not doing fucking canoeing. She's not. She's not racing with Pocahontas. Dude. She's fucking. You know what I mean?
I'm on the front doing stand up.
like one of those Star Tours.
Yeah. Golden Nugget, Lake Charles, LA. 21 age varies by jurisdiction. There's a new thing in there that threw me off.
Yeah, it's all good. Next break. So break. Me undies.
Because let's take a little break, dude. Eric, take a break, man.
That's it.
Wow, I fucking talk so much shit.
Afterwards, more writing, recording bonus.
You're a little choppy in the first half.
Yo, big up Don Agro. Appreciate it, brother.
Great impression, lol.
Lols. Thank you, Domo Agro. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, my friend. I appreciate ya. There is something to be said for just going out and fucking some whores, innit? Than doing this. There is, and again, I don't advise everyone to do this, but there's something to be said for just getting hammered and fucking some fucking slags, getting into some bar fights, you know, playing pool, then doing this. What the fuck is this? What is this? Why? It's such a waste of time. Like, just start a family, buy a dog or something. Like, what is this, bro?
It sounds kind of robotic. I take you downtown for a drink. I kind of want it to be like a little more.
Go and buy some company, bro. Honestly, a lady of the night with a nice big smile, nice big tits and shit.
Yeah.
Snuggle your face in them and shit. Do you know what I mean? Pull out your little wanker and go to town.
I don't know what
this is crazy, bro.
I don't like it that much.
Can you imagine?
Well, don't say that. No, I'm saying like all. Just my parts. I don't like the.
How much was spent on this entire corner? From the microphones to the KRK speakers to the PC, laptop. Can you imagine how much money they spent in this home studio? And this, where's this music gonna live? On Spotify, getting like 2 plays. Bro, take that money and go buy a hooker, man. Fuck it. Like, allow this shit, bro. Go rent yourself a little Dodge. Drive that around and shit. Buy yourself a lady of the night. Go to Las Vegas. Spend some money on casino and shit. Maybe go watch a fight or 2. Right? I don't know. Something, brother. Or put out an ad on fucking Craigslist and lure some unsuspecting women back to your house and club them over the head and drag them underneath your bed or something, if your chin, who knows. But this is crazy, bro.
The way I cut my verse, and I think your hook could be better.
But you don't want to change that.
I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should recut my whole verse and you recut the first half of the chorus or what.
Does it matter what you do with this fucking shit? Cut the verse of the chorus. Does it fucking matter, really? Does it really matter?
Should we put the owl still in there or just leave it? Tick it down time?
Tick it down time? Let's go back to that again. What is it? Tick it down time?
I'll take you down time? Should we put the owl still in there or just leave it? Tick it down time?
Tick it down time?
Did it not say that one on this one?
You wasting your damn time? You wasting your damn time?
Did it not say that one?
You wasting your damn time?
Should we put the owl still in there or just leave it? Tick it down time?
Praised up the building.
Did it not say that one?
Should we put the owl still in there or just leave it? Tick it down time?
But get rid of her by a Cybertruck.
Down time? Should we put the owl still in there or just leave it? Tick it down time?
Brian Callen did
Did
it.
it not say that one?
Should we put the owl still in there or just leave it? Tick it down time?
Don't bring your sister around, Chris.
Did it not say that one?
Should we put the owl still in there or just leave it? Tick it down time?
The critter's not Brendan's.
Did it not say that one on this one?
I think it's the original. I take you down. I'll take you downtown. Should we put the owl still in there or just leave it? Take you downtown.
Did it not say that one on this one?
I think I
Is
didn't record it because I think
Oh, Kanye, you're doing the. Yeah, big up Robert Henry Poet. Sometimes it's cheaper just to be really talented. Not even that. It's just like. Sometimes it's not the gear. You know this, right? From doing Robert Henry Poet, I'm sure. You know, we've spoken about it before. You do your poetry and shit, right? You're not going out there and buying a crazy book, a crazy computer to like you just make do with what you have. You make it work with what you have. But these guys are buying equipment like they're literally on the come up. That's the pointless thing about it. If you're making music with a little MIDI keyboard and a little laptop, do what you want to do. But like you're wasting like thousands of dollars on equipment that to do what? Like, what's the point of this? Why? You know? Like, anyway, look, hey, I don't know. I'm going to keep quiet.
I take it downtown for a drink or a smoke or whatever you like.
Yeah.
We keep going till we get it right downtown for. But this is more than a late night thing. This could be a real life thing. We go wherever you like.
If you buy it, they will come. It's fucking crazy. If you buy it.
I met you out in Nashville. Last night was mad.
I bet you Chin has probably wrapped a couple of women's bodies in that sheet. Big up, Illusionary Commission. Appreciate you.
Chair from kitchen set that needs to return by 6 p.m.
It's one of those, you know, when you're in an Airbnb and you count the chairs, you're like, okay, cool. Let me make sure everything's here when I leave as well. You want to account for everything, but yeah, it's just fucking crazy. But yeah, Chin has definitely wrapped some women in this fucking bed sheet, you know, and taken them to those fucking places he goes to fucking fish.
Real, I woke up and I need some Advil. Yeah. I know you out here, you doing your thing. I hope that you remember.
What's that lyric says? What's that?
Yeah. I know you out here, you doing your thing. I hope that you remember me.
What did it say?
Nashville.
We get it right. Turn it into more than a late night.
I met you out in Nashville. Last night was mad real. I woke up and I need some Advil. Yeah.
Fuck off. Give up now. I met you in Nashville. Last night was so real. I woke up. I need an Advil. Quit now. Die and quit now. And then die again. Honestly. Burn your hard drive. Throw your lacy down the fucking toilet. Right? Piss all over your fucking laptop. Shit on your fucking microphone. Right? Toss your fucking cables into the nearest ocean. Last night was mad real. Now I need some Advil. Even the rhymes, nah, mad real. Last night was mad lit. Last night was mad lit. Now I need my dick licked. Like, whoa. You spitting on my dick. You sucking my dick like the Pope again. Now I need to do some coke again. What?
I met you out in Nashville. Last night was mad real. I woke up and I need some Advil. Yeah.
Boo. Last night was mad real. I need to do some Advil. Or some other kind of pill. What, your guy give me your deal? So a nigga rap for real? Want to free my chin, wants to kill. What are these basic ass bars, man? Oh shit. I think I take it back. If your friend sounds like this, you tell him to give up, man. This is too bad.
I met you out in Nashville. Last night was mad real. I woke up and I need some Advil. Yeah. I know you out here, you doing your thing. I hope that you remember me.
I think you got it. Okay, so let's get a couple doubles. Just double that last hook.
A couple doubles. Why? What's the point, man? Go get yourself a double from fucking, what's that thing called? That fucking, you know, burger place, right? Wherever they sell those shits from. And in the car park, you know, pay for some lot lizard to suck your pee-pee. And then make a night of it, mate. Go to karaoke, have some fun or some way. Like, this is terrible, bro. Illusion Commission, wild going. Big up, big up.
Chin and Taylor Swift joint would bang my car door off.
Can you imagine going to a Brendan show and these guys open for Brendan? You're already thinking this is going to be a terrible night. Like, they open for him, like, last night was mad real. What's up, Dallas? It's like a Benny X tag, isn't it? Benny X is like, what's up, Dallas? Last night was mad real. Bean cheese, bean cheese, bean cheese. Yeah.
Today's actually a Thursday, and we have a group called Shits and Gigs podcasters coming on. So setting up for that right now.
Oh, mate.
We'll see how this goes. Enjoy. I got my Ray Longo shirt on too. Thank you.
It's in England, but
How's it going, guys? Shin? James, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
We'll claim it. Where'd you want to
right here, fellas. I feel like
that's definitely a manager, isn't it? Look at that. What the fuck is that guy wearing? That's definitely a manager of. That's definitely a quintessential black manager of creatives, isn't it? What the fuck is that outfit? Is that like a wool sweater vest with jean shorts? Bunch of white bitches in there too, right? No sisters, right? Where's all the black ladies at? What's going on, eh? What's going on?
Nice to meet you.
We'll claim it. Where'd you want to
right here, fellas. I feel like there might be some Jamaican heritage. Am I wrong when I listen to it? Because there's some
I made sure
some
today.
Jamaican heritage. Look, some Jamaican heritage. Hey, if all you black guys wanted to fuck me, you could fuck me if you wanted to, you know? Big up, Illusion Commission. Appreciate you.
That looks like the last room I have glue in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it does look. Yeah, it does look like a trap. Yeah, I know somebody who's ended up in spots like that. I know somebody who may have ended up in those kind of spots at one point in life. You know, I know somebody who's ended up in those kind of places after a rave or two. You know. Those places where you don't know where they are, you don't see sunlight, you don't want to go out to go get a drink, so you order them on fucking Uber and you pay like £60 for like a 7cl bottle of vodka to keep the night going, right? Yeah. I've heard of them. I've heard of them. I've heard. Okay.
Look who just showed up. My old buddy, Trev.
No wonder there's no bitches in that area. No wonder there's no bitches in that studio. Again, for lack of a better term, no wonder there's no fucking bitches in that studio. Because look at the material they have to fucking deal with. Like, Chris must look like fucking Matt Rife in there, innit? Like, look at these guys. Trev.
He's in the area because he's working on what?
Just meetings.
Meetings?
Mm-hmm.
With an A&R rep?
Yes.
You can't talk much about it though?
Oh,
Secret?
Sure. You want to interview me?
Yes.
Go for it.
What is it?
Publishing company.
For what though? Why are you there?
Just talking, shooting the shit.
For your own stuff?
Yeah, and before that, I met up with Carlos and.
What? And you didn't invite me?
It's in Burbank. He could have.
Son of a mother. I don't know how I ended up here.
Why does that need to be included in the vlog? The guy has a fucking personality of a fucking pencil case. Like, not his fault, you know, but why do you need to put that in the vlog?
But here we are. Ace Gogi, Korean barbecue.
Of course.
My buddy Trev.
Korean barbecue. Of course it is. What else would it be?
Oh yeah.
It'd be jokes if like the one time that Chid is at one of these Korean barbecue places and like a mass shooting happens. That'd be quite funny, innit? Like just in terms of a hypothetical speaking, do you know what I mean? If that was to happen and you saw him in a news report just splayed on the floor somewhere, like that'll be fucking hilarious.
Americanized and Koreanized. Gotta do some work. What the hell?
That's Cowhide self-proclaimed fashion guy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, basically. Big up, Lucian Commissioner. Appreciate it, brother. Oh my god.
What's that?
I think it's
maybe it's what you think? Lil Brow's cum, innit?
It's coagulated like that?
That goes back to the days
of what?
I think the worst thing.
Which song?
The big song. This song.
Yeah.
You guys still have those screens up in the States. What's wrong with you guys? You still have these dumb COVID pretender screens on. Do you remember when people thought these would actually help you not get COVID? These things that don't go up to like, they don't like, honestly, how dumb were we? We thought these little things would actually stop you getting COVID. They would help. What the fuck is this shit?
Out of your mind. This song's awesome. Pins and again.
Oh my god, so much salt.
But I mean, I don't think it affects your face the way it affects my face.
I was like, fucking.
We're talking about how much sodium is in our soups and how it affects us. Big up God's node.
I'm a businessman. Yo biz small, my tummy needs some Pito Bismol.
I'm a businessman. Your business is small. My tummy needs some Pepto Bismol. Me, I could take a hiatus. My tummy hurts. Call me Playboy Cardi. I'm here to start a party. Get your hands in the air if you want to get lit. Big up God's node. Appreciate you. My tummy needs a Pepto-Bismol. It's fucking hilarious. Me, I could take a hiatus. I'm at dinner, talking with my friend about how the sodium affects are. Bring it back to my body. Talking about how this shit affects my tummy. All the sodium's got me giving the runnies. Oh, bro.
You know what? I don't mind the body. It's just my face. It's like the first thing people see. I can't even see. My eyes are closed. I can't even see. Yeah. But it's so good, you know? I love seeing.
I'm at dinner fucking up the shit, but I really want to fuck up my body. Trevor looks like a hardy. And I really need somebody.
It's Monday. So it's 7:45 a.m. Heading to the studio now. Still got my camping gear here. My fishing pole's just hanging on the side there. Monday morning, let's go to work. Well, I just set this whole thing up and I didn't film myself, but it's all set.
It went from Trevor to work. Nothing else happened in between, right? Holy shit.
Jeff Dye's the guest today.
Chin made
Or
me do it. He hit
Jeff
me.
Dye.
Chin hit me until I set it up correctly. It took
Jeff-
5 tries.
Oh shit, is he cross-eyed?
Chin made
Or
me do it. He hit
Jeff
me.
Dye.
Chin hit me until I set
Oh, he's cross-eyed. Bless him.
it up correctly.
Yeah, that eye is a bit like, no? That's a fucking jump scare, isn't it? That's a real jump scare, bro. That's a real fucking jump scare. That pops around the corner, the screams are gonna be biblical. That's a real rap jump scare, bro. Imagine. Like, do you have any Pepto-Bismol? My tummy hurts. I want to get litty. Fentanyl's actually better than cocaine because it's pure. You can't get cut fentanyl because fentanyl is the cut. Big up listener, Commissioner.
Hitler book displayed on your bookshelf? Nice.
You know the vibes. You know how it is. You know. He did nothing wrong. He did everything correct. You know what I mean? No. It's just a book. Just a book. Autobiography vibes. You get me? I like to read. It's not autobiography because he didn't write one, but you know how it is, isn't it? Right? Anyway, no more questions about my upbringing because I'm half Jewish anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. My family escaped persecution. You know what I mean? You feel me? Yeah, African things. Yes, we were kings. We were kings. We were kings. How can I be anti-Semitic when we were Semitics? The blacks were the Semites when they kicked out the
It took
Jeff.
5 tries.
Jeff Dye is the co-host, not the guest today, because Brian can't make it. You what?
I love Jeff and I love Brian. Where's Brian at? Texas?
Yeah, Texas with Crowder.
Yeah, Texas boys.
He's getting louder. With
And
the
he has
Crowder.
never brought his barbecue back or taken us to lunch.
That bastard. Just kidding. And now we're going into the shop show.
Do they get like a tax write-off because he's like, is that possible in the States? Do you have that thing where because he's like, do they have like a tax thing they get and something? They get money back. They kind of claim it like it's a daycare or like it's a help thing. Is that possible? Like technically, it's like him going to school. Right? It's a thing, right? It must be, innit? It must be like a little tax thing. Cause like, why else is he there? He just like, he barely knows where he is. He's barely there, bro. George is barely fucking there. Bless him. He didn't bring us barbecue. I asked him for barbecue. I thought he meant he's going to bring us fentanyl. Because fentanyl is actually purer than cocaine because you can't cut fentanyl. It's really tasty. It tastes like rainbow stardust. You know stardust that you put on your bacon. It's fucking tasty. It's really nice. Wow. Hey, Chin. Could you show me where the bodies are buried so I can know where to bury my bodies? I want to start burying bodies too. Do you put them at the bottom of the lake, Chin? Or do you sometimes have to wrap and bind them and then deflate the air so that they don't float up when you put them in the body? How do you keep the bodies down below the ocean, at the sea of the ocean, Chin? Every time I put bodies in the water, they keep rising up to the surface, and I don't want to get caught. I don't want Mummy to know that I put bodies in the water. So how do you keep waters down below? How do you make them hit the floor bed of the ocean? How is that possible? How do you strangle them with just a fishing wire? Because sometimes when I'm grabbing them, they're kicking and screaming everywhere and their legs are flailing and I have to go and chase them and cut them over their head with my club. My club is really round and strong, but I want to chase them and kill them with a fishing wire.
It's not. Did you?
Yeah.
All new gains on the court. The court. On the field? What do you call it? On the greens?
Course.
The course, there. That sounds a lot better. Yeah. More professional now. What the? There. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to.
Jesus, this vlog is fucking horrendous, bro.
Here we go.
Chin's video was good though. Play it for Jeff, Chin.
Well, it's not my video. But
Chin was like, I gotta show you this. I was like, oh god.
I love motivation stuff. If you saw what I listen to on a daily basis, you guys would be like, this guy's fucking cornball. I like motivational stuff.
But this one in particular, I don't know why. Because we know we're gonna live to, like, maybe if we're lucky, what it says.
You're Asian.
75.
Of course, the guy that gets pulled over for drunk and DUIs and stuff is into motivational speakers. Of course, this guy's listening to fucking Ty Lopez in the morning while he's fucking necking 17 vodkas back to back behind the wheel. Of course, he's a motivational speaker fan. Of fucking course, he's up there fucking doing Tony Robbins exercises behind the wheel, semi-drunk or full-blown drunk. I love it.
But you're Asian. You have 100 summers.
Okay, something maybe. I don't know. But
as a bigger white guy, I have 4 summers left.
That's not true.
Take advantage.
But I do
of
talk about how big this guy is all the time.
Yeah, he's huge.
I say it I've said it on this podcast. I mean, I'll just stare at Brendan. So, like, we were at the Lakers game. I was looking at his head. And then he looked over, and then I just looked back. Just like I'm always. I tell everyone, like, have you been around Brendan, dude? He's like, he's huge.
And by the way, you're so tall.
I'm a big guy.
But Brendan's just gigantic.
He's just a big guy, dude. Big hands, big fucking head.
Yeah. So this is a clip.
Dude.
Hopefully,
built for war.
Built for war, man.
If this was 200 years ago, I put all my money on him. I go, hey. We want one of those.
I want one of those.
Give us one of those.
Bring that model over here.
Let's buy him.
Yeah, we want safety.
We're gonna buy him. Get him over here, man.
I don't want my wife raped. Bring in the warrior.
Yeah, he would be our
Give
guy.
him whatever he asks for.
Okay, here's a clip real quick.
75 years.
It's from Holy Man.
How much time you get if you're lucky? 75.
I've seen this. Yeah, it's great.
Winters, 75 springtimes, 75 summers, and 75 autumns. When you look at it like that, it's not a lot of time, is it? Don't waste them. Get your head out of the rat race and forget about the superficial things that preoccupy your existence and get back to what's important now. Right now, this very second. And I'm not saying drop everything and let the world come to a grinding halt. I'm saying that you can become a seeker. You can be loving more. You can be taking some chances. You can be living more. You can be spending more time with your family. You can be getting in touch with the part of you that lives instead of fears. The part of you that loves instead of hates.
Man, I should have played this for those loser girls in that apartment last night.
Hey, bitch.
They need to hear it, man. I'm living my life, dude.
You guys keep smoking those vapes. You got 30 summers.
Yeah. Hey, wake up, you drug-induced fucking losers.
Hey, that rainbow vape you're sipping on, you got 20 summers.
That robot you keep sucking off all day? Give it up.
Robot.
Go to Equinox. Get a fucking life.
Dude, that's
that was beautiful. I love that.
Good?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
When you put it in perspective, like 75 summers, winters, I'm like, shit.
Well, and also that's 75. What? He's talking to babies there. Because I think that I've only got like a little bit left.
That's what's
because I'm 40. I don't think I have 115 years. It gets a little dicey.
I've already used all my summers before hearing Holy Man.
Well, as I was editing, my computer crashed. Let's see how much is saved. This happens sometimes. Let's Let's take a look and see. Actually, it saved quite a bit, so thank goodness. All right, back to editing. Something's happening with my damn computer. It sucks. It's gonna crash right now.
Me, I can take a hiatus. Me, I can take a hiatus. Me, I can take a hiatus. Me, I can take a hiatus.
All right, it is now Tuesday. We are going into the golden hour. I will see you there.
And white kid just completely, and it stops here, and the rest of his body's white.
You take a bodybuilder?
No, he's just some kid. Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel did that though. He did Karl Malone.
Bro,
I don't get why that's
Trudeau
frowned upon.
did it.
I don't get. Well, Justin, that's weird, but I don't get why that's frowned upon. Like, if my son wanted to be LeBron, should he just do the haircut?
Put it this way. Well, it has the his.
Also, why does Brendan have to always sit in the middle? Why does he have to be like the Don Gargan in this thing? Why do you have to be the one in the middle when he's not even holding court as if he's like the leader of the group? Like, fucking hell, man. Like, stop.
Historic racial ties, but listen,
I'm vibing out here.
But listen, but listen though, listen.
Show's done.
I didn't do it. Get out of here. Yeah. I'll see you guys later.
I'm actually in shock right now, dude. I didn't know you could play. That was dope, dude.
That was Blackbird.
Yes.
Regular people just play that shit, have a good time, play a couple of tunes, get some brewskis down their fucking esophagus and keep it moving. They don't buy a whole studio worth of equipment and start making songs that no one's gonna listen to. They just play that shit for fun with their friends in their house, whatever, on the fucking deck chair, in their garden, on top of their fucking truck sometimes, just shooting the shit, or sometimes to get a fucking girl's panties off. Do you know what I mean? Fuck it, as a little tactic. Let me sing my little song. Not in the fucking stew, right? Pretending they're gonna fucking make it. They don't do that.
I kind of want to get like a nicer nylon string.
Yeah, like a classic. Yeah.
But not with like crazy far actions. Like some of them have like really far action.
I literally right now am trying to get my classical guitar to a shop.
Yeah, exactly. Logo focus. Chin wants to put him in the 360 deal. Hey man, you should come to the studio and record some music. He's like, bro, I've got a family. No, I'm not coming to the studio. I got to take my kids to fucking daycare. I got to pick up my wife at the mall. I'm not going to a fucking trap house studio.
To do lower action because I wanted to be as close as possible. Yeah.
You know, it was this old black dude too. He's this old black dude, and I was like, yeah, let me do it. So now I'm gonna do, you know, that'll work. That'll be good. So after 3 months.
Inhale, great guitar player.
You're gonna notice a crazy difference. Yeah.
Oh really? Can you show us one more time your Halloween
This is
shirt?
my Halloween shirt my mom got me.
Oh, your mama got you.
It says Vaffanculo.
And that means what again?
In Italian, Vaffanculo means go fuck yourself.
Well, that's not cool.
He's Italian. He's Italian the same way like a pepperoni pizza is spicy, isn't it? That's how Italian he is, right? Pepperoni pizza is spicy, he's Italian. Sure.
Cool. Vaffanculo.
Vaffanculo.
Ooh. Oh my goodness, today was stressful. Still is. All right. We done here. See you tomorrow morning. Would you guys be down to do a real quick skit?
A skit?
A skit.
Like what would
For the intro. I don't know.
Why is it so
well, you were there.
Why is it so is it me being choppy or is it him? What bitrate do I have at the moment? I have it at 480 and it's still fucking bitrate all over the place. Let me put it into 360 then. Fucking hell. Maybe it's my computer. Oh, let's see. 1 second.
A skit?
A skit.
Like what would be
For the
skit?
intro. I don't know.
Hey, bro,
well, you were there.
Why are you eating donuts?
Hey, check out this 65-year-old man eating donuts. Look at this figure.
Not 65. Don't say 65.
Why'd you cut it like that?
Because first of all, they're stale and they've been here.
Hey man, who
They've
did
been
this?
here. First of all,
who
why do you need a
ate
meat
the chocolate off the top?
I don't know. You did that.
Who did that?
Was that your case?
No, fuck no.
Who
You're the
did
guy who
that?
eats the top of the muffin.
Oh, that's.
Do you only eat the top of the muffin? Same thing.
I don't want the card.
They're stale. I love donuts.
Well, we had them yesterday.
They taste like wax. They're made of gypsum and wax.
Of course, Brendan eats the topping off of donuts and leaves the remainder of it in the box. Leaves the carcass of the donut in the box while he just scrapes at the top. Of course he does that. Of course he scrapes off the chocolate from the donut because he doesn't want to have the carbs. Yeah, let's not go for the carbs. Let's go for the fucking sugar. Sure, great guy. Never fucking met him.
What sketch do you want to do?
Nothing, never mind. What are those? Did the lovely Sanaz give you some apples or what are they?
These are maracas that I would use to murder the other Asians that showed up. They're in Brian Callen's room.
They're Navy SEALs, dude.
1/3 of them are.
Yeah, but still, that's enough.
Well, I'm not gonna go for that one. He's cool to me. I like my.
Can you make some music with the maracas? Okay, that music sucks, dude.
Well, I'm not Mexican.
Racist all day, day. I know you're not. What up, doggy?
What up? How you been?
Good, how you been, bro? Still making music? Still crushing it?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
How you been?
Good, man.
Vlogging? What you doing?
Yeah, I always vlog.
Okay.
Well, do I keep stuff? Most of the time, not, but yeah. Always vlog.
He's like DJ Vlad.
What's up, Chin?
What up, doggy?
Bring it in.
Yeah, big up Matt Rizze. You know about the weird fashionistas. Weird fashionistas over this. I'll take 100 Denim Tears, Tremaine Emery in interviews where he's saying you fucking created streetwear over this shit, man. This stuff is fucking exhausting. It makes me sad, but it's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's also really funny to see this stuff because Chin lives a very interesting life. I'm not gonna lie. Who's this guy? This guy's called Austin Awake. This guy's name is Austin Awake. Who's Austin Awake? Let's see. Who the fuck is that? Austin Awake. Is that someone's name? Austin Awake. Of course, this is Austin Awake. Of course. Of fucking course. Who the fuck is Austin Awake? Bro. Austin asleep more like, bro. Austin barely awake. A fucking course. Austin the sleep. Look at him. What? Austin NyQuil, bruv. Austin Xanax. Like, what the fuck is Austin Awake? Let's see some of his tunes. Do we see Austin Awake's tunes? Austin Awake. Nocturnal Boys. Is that his label? Nocturnal Boys. Get it? We up all night. We party all summer. Nocturnal Boys. Never sleeping. Never not sleeping. Never not awake. Let's see what he sounds like. I bet you it's the same shit. I can already see his hands. Look at his hands. I can already tell, you know? God said, I look up at the man above. He gave me the inspiration to get above. You know, I get above. I grind old mindset, hustle on mine. Ty Lopez on the brain. 76 steps, I take it on my lane. You know, all this sort of shit. Never settle for nothing else. Strive for your dreams and prosper out there. I want to see what he sounds like. Where's his SoundCloud? Where is this Austin Awake, bruv? Austin fucking Awake, you know? What the fuck? Where's his SoundCloud? I bet you it's fucking garbage. Where is he? Okay, Austin Awake. Come on, Austin Awake. Give me your fucking SoundCloud. Let's see it, bro. Let's see this shit. Let's see what this shit sounds like. Austin Awake, bro. Yo. Let's see what he sounds like. Let's see how good this is. Austin Awake, we never gonna stop waking up. I'm from a small town, head up in the clouds, striving for my dreams in emotion. I got blue jeans and a sky blue hoodie with the clouds on it. More Than Existing, out now. All right, cool. We're existing, never settling. Let's see what he's got here. He's got, what's this? A 3-year-old song, right? Let's see this one. It's got the most views on it, right? This one. This has got 1.5 million views. Or plays. Okay, let's play this. Let's play All In. Let's see what All In sounds like. Better. Drake has birthed an entire generation of guys who think if they put their beats underwater and have that kind of underwater kind of early Drake mixtape sound effect, it makes them sound, I don't know, deeper or something or whatever it may be. Drake has birthed an entire generation of these guys, isn't it? Like these, yeah, this is interesting. No more of that stuff. That is pure fucking, I don't want to say the word because I don't want to get banned, but yo, Austin, never asleep, always awake. If you want to check him out, all his links are there. You can see it for yourself, but never again. I'm listening to that shit.
What's up, Chan?
What up, Top?
Bring it in.
What's
up, brother, man? What up, Dad? How you living?
What do you?
Water.
I don't know why that looks like alcohol, but it does.
He looks like Austin eating, isn't it? Right? He's putting a bit of weight since the fucking picture, isn't it? Right? It's not. It's Austin awake. He's definitely Austin eating. No.
How you living?
What do you?
Huh?
I don't know why that looks like alcohol, but
Austin buffet. Well, go on, bro.
Yeah.
Look, if you weren't sure what his name was, if you wasn't sure who Austin was in the room, he's got an A necklace. If you wasn't sure who's Austin in the room, who's Austin? Which one's Austin? Oh, it's the guy there with an A necklace. What's good, man? What's good? What's good, brother? What's good? What's good? Hope you're well.
Whoa, wait. This was just half filled.
That was
that's
the alcohol you put in there, right?
Well, this was
Oh,
just
shit.
half full in the car, and now it's full.
Of course, it's got
Is
Rolex.
this
Of
magic
course.
water?
Last night was mad real. I woke up and I need some Advil. I know you out here, you doing your
Oh, that was him. That wasn't Little Brows. Mad. Last night was Madville. I woke up. I needed some Advil. I thought that was Little Brows. That was him. Last night was Madville. I woke up. I needed some Advil. or any kind of pill. Let's keep it real.
Hey, I hope that you remember me. Every time I'm in Nashville, I swear, girl, you the only Tennessee.
Every time I'm in Nashville, girl, you're the only 10 I see. You know what? I bet that crushes when he does perform in Nashville. You're the only 10 I see. God almighty.
You got some bad bitch Tennessee.
Can you do that with the other one?
Take it downtown for a drink or a smoke or whatever you like. We keep going till we get it right.
What got you stressing? You need a break. I know that I got you feeling away, so we should get away. Yeah.
That's it. Oh, fire.
Ain't going to work in the morning, we calling off, calling off.
This is more than a late night fling. This could be a real life thing. We go wherever you like. Keep going till we get it right. Turn it into more than a late night.
I met you out in.
This guy that has had a girlfriend in 10 years is telling you how to get one, how to smash one of the song. Fuck off. We don't believe you. You need more people. We don't believe you. We don't fucking believe you, bro. Honestly, bro. We gotta fuck till we get it right. What do you say?
Calling off.
This is more than a late night fling. This could be a real life thing. We go wherever you like. Keep going till we get it right. Turn it into more than a late night.
It's not a one line thing. I can take it to the Peking thing. Korean barbecue thing.
And we calling off, calling off.
This is more than a late night fling. This could be a real life thing. We go wherever you like. Keep going till we get it right. Turn it into more than a late night.
I met you out in Nashville. Last night was mad real. I woke up and I need some Advil. Yeah. I know you out here, you doing your thing. I hope that you remember me.
Remember me.
Today's a big day. It's Thursday. Heading off to Fire on the Kid right now. Brendan's not going to be there. It's going to be Brian and a guy named Patrick Bet David, which I'm guessing most of you guys probably know who he is.
Come on, man. Look at the apartment. High ceilings, nice natural lights, right? A cool ass open plan kitchen. There should be fucking ladies hanging off of that fucking, you know, whatever thing on these fucking roof, right? There should be women swimming all over this fucking kitchen counter. There should be guys hanging off the side of these fucking these door frames, right? There should be residue of powders and syringes and pills all over the place. You should be having a fucking ball in this fucking studio, but in this fucking, you know, apartment. But instead, it's just turned into like a place where he dumps his clothes and he goes and hangs out with the fellas to say, we can spend a hand tonight. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Use your facilities. Come on.
He's very popular online, influencer kind of guy. But after that, I'm filming a music video with Browse. It's our first single off our new album, and the song's called We Don't Close. I hope you guys love it. I hope
The song is called We Don't Close, or the album's called We Don't Close. We don't get no hoes. We don't close. No hoes, boys. Why'd you call your song that? We don't close. We don't get no hoes. We don't close. We're just here for the bros. What? What did he call his album?
kind of guy. But after that, I'm filming a music video with Browse. It's our first single off our new album, and the song's called We Don't Close. I hope you guys love it.
We don't close. You know what I mean? We're just here for the bros. Oh, mate. That's fucking brilliant. I love it.
I hope you guys love the album. We worked super hard on it. We're still working super hard on it. Sorry, I had a little Bluetooth earpiece in. Anyway, the writing process on the songs. Sorry, I had a little Bluetooth earpiece. The album, we worked super hard on it. We're still working super hard on it. Sorry, I had a little Bluetooth earpiece in.
So? Do you think he has ADHD? Like I do. Why does it matter, the Bluetooth piece? Why can't you just keep talking? Why is the Bluetooth earpiece fucked him up? Why do you have to include that into the cut? Just keep talking. I didn't even notice it. What?
Our new album. The song's called We Don't Close. I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys love the album. We worked super hard on it. We're still working super hard on it. Sorry, I had a little Bluetooth earpiece in. Anyway, the writing process on the songs was very deep to me because it kind of reflected the last 2 or 3 years of my life personally. So I kind of went really.
We know. Don't worry. We know. We know. We can tell, bro. We can tell. This is a personal record. We don't close. We get no hosts. We're just here for the bros. Oh. This is really personal to me. This song is like a part.
Really deep in there, so hopefully maybe you guys identify with that and it helps you guys
Nah,
out too.
man.
So
Nah,
we'll
nah,
see.
nah, nah, nah.
I
I don't
really,
identify
really,
that.
truly wish and
Zero.
hope that you guys enjoy the album and the songs. And
I won't
continue to
enjoy it.
support
I
like
hate
you
every
always
minute
do.
of it.
Now on to the studio.
But I'm still gonna listen to
Off
it anyway.
the studio. See you guys there.
When that album drops, I'm doing a live reaction to it. I'm doing a live reaction to that album when it drops. Hopefully, he doesn't put it through the fucking thing, but I'm doing a live reaction to that album. When that album drops, I'm doing a live reaction to it. What's on this guy's laptop? What's on his laptop? Is that pictures of women he wants to fucking target and shit? Who's that?
This feeling, a fool for love, a fool for love. I keep a second chance to Cupid.
I met you 15 years ago at Cavalia when I tell the story. You're sitting down watching this guy. I'm like, oh my God, charisma, charm, talking to everybody. And I knew you because he's like, what the you crazy, you motherfucker.
Don't remember me. What the fuck? I was playing a Lebanese guy, my friend.
Casey, love you, buddy. Love you, pal. Miss yous, and I'll see you later.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll see you on what?
I'm not leaving.
I'll see you tomorrow,
I gotta
probably.
poop.
See you what, Monday?
I'll see you tomorrow, probably. I gotta give stuff to
And we'll
Georgie.
do calls tomorrow, so I'll see you virtually.
Yeah, at least, yeah. All right.
Ken's getting surgery tomorrow.
Are you really?
Yeah, but it's just removing like benign tumor. It's all good, baby. It's all good.
Bye, Tim.
See you later. Oh, here we go. Trying to find this spot right now. Don't know exactly where it's at. Should be right around here, but I only have 1 hour in the parking lot or the parking meter, so we'll see how that works. Oh shit! What up, doggy dog? What are you doing here?
Gotta shoot some pictures.
Oh fuck yeah!
What the fuck was
Dude,
that
I gotta do the
freak?
same thing.
What the fuck
Oh,
was that
fuck yeah.
freak? We'll show some pictures. That's the most LA person seen in my life. Who the fuck
See
was
how
that?
works. Oh shit! What up, doggy dog? What are you doing here?
Gotta shoot some.
Who the fuck was that? This little
See how
garden
that works.
gnome.
Oh
Who's
shit!
that?
What up, doggy dog? What are you doing here?
Gotta shoot some pictures. Gotta shoot some pictures. I'm the guy with the SLR and the leather braces. Who the fuck is this? What's his name? Caesar, a major photographer to basically every stand-up comic. Okay, big up Caesar. Big up fucking Caesar. Caesar the fucking Caesar the comedian photographer. Big up Caesar.
Gotta shoot some pictures.
Oh fuck yeah!
Shoot some pictures.
Oh, dude, yeah, I gotta do the same
That
thing.
was mad real. I woke up, I need some
What up,
Advil.
doggy? Where we at? Oh, okay.
So I was
Bloody hell, bro. That's LA, innit? This guy's got shit music. He's driving what is that? Is that a fucking matte black Porsche? And he's got a Rolex and he plays that kind of music. How's that possible in LA? How? Look at the car. The car's fucking amazing. And he's got that shit music. Like, how is that possible? Who's listening to this stuff? Oh God.
I'm in San Diego. Yeah.
How's it going, man?
How's it going, man?
Dude, nice to finally meet you.
Yeah. LA. We're
Here we
friends,
go.
right?
What's up, dude?
Yeah, what's going on, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
You know, racially ambiguous guy in the music industry.
Here we
What's
go.
his name?
What's up, dude?
What's going on, man? Jake Needs Company. We're All Gonna Die are filming out here too. Debut single. And there's Lil Brows, backwards hat, Lil Brows.
How are you, dude?
I'm good. How are you?
You're fucking.
I'm so
You're
dude.
late, bro. I'm done.
Dude, freaking, there's no time in the day anymore.
Got
Man.
video for
Well,
fire.
We're all good. We got
Yeah.
time. This is the.
Here's the set. There's my buddy Austin.
Got some lights in the studio. Good little backdrops and shit. Nice little fake bar. Cool.
We'll make it work. We shall make it work.
Can we get while we're here? Definitely this one. Is it just?
Is this actual bar? Is this actual cool to be fair? Is this actual club or bar? Or it's just a music video set?
Oh, there's
place?
dope. Yeah, this place is dope.
Yeah, they got a couple different things there.
Should I wear sunglasses or just my glasses?
I'm
What do you
not
think?
mad at it. I'm not mad at the setting.
I mean, I was.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm not mad at the fake bar. The fake bar looks kind of cool.
2 shots of the whiskey neat. 2 more songs on the jukebox.
Come on, come on. 2 shots of the whiskey neat. What are the music video honeys, by the way? Where are they? I want to know where they are. Where are the honeys? Where are the honeys? Where are the IG baddies? Where are they? Come on, bro.
I say we should play wild and you say
Imagine Chin asks Brendan if he could use his wife in the videos. How do you take that? Imagine he said, "Can I use Joanna in the music videos?" That would be hilarious. You see her like,
say we should play Tupac.
That's my favorite guitar of all time. Oh, it's a Martin.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. We just made it to our second location.
why did they just film that in an actual? I guess LA has some pretty strict laws about music videos, right? I'm sure you have to get permission and shit. But why didn't you just film that in an actual bar, like a real one with real people in it? That would actually, it would have maybe banged better, maybe worked. I don't know, maybe. But I'm assuming there's some reason why they didn't do it. But I would have, just go to a fucking dive bar and film that there. It would have probably looked a lot better in actual location with actual real people drinking and getting fucked behind you and shit.
It is now Friday. Just checking the mic. It is now Friday.
Woke up in Nashville.
We're in the TFATK room. I had to move our original TFATK iMac to the other room because I'm repairing it right now. It crapped on us about like 4 or 5 times during the broadcast, and it crapped on me like 2 times, or no, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times too when I was exporting a video file from Final Cut. So we're ordering a new iMac, but I'm still gonna try to fix the old one. Anyhow, this is the SCHAUB Show iMac. I'm installing software for this guy, the Apollo X8P, to record here at TFATK. Then I gotta move it to SCHAUB Show when I record SCHAUB Show. And after this, 2 meetings on Zoom, and then after that, I'm getting surgery. Talk to you later. All right, just left the stooge, and I'm headed off to get some surgery done.
Face surgery?
And it's for a benign cyst / tumor thing,
whoops.
whatever, or they
My
think
bad.
it's benign. We'll see what happens, man.
My bad, then.
It'll be all
I
good.
thought it was a face thing.
Take a look, boys.
Jesus Christ. Straight back to
What's
work.
up? Oh, look who it is.
Hey!
Look how big Chris is getting, dude. He's on steroids. He's on steroids.
I'm not actually, but if I was, it would be trouble, right?
He's so much
Your
bigger.
voice is super deep.
Dude, I'm fucking jacked. What? Ah, shit, guys.
Oh, he got his feet. He has
Why do you have a turnout?
You already feet like a platypus.
I'm flexible. I don't even realize what's going on.
He got a full chest piece, like a prospect,
I know.
and the Hell's Angels.
He has a mountain range. It's a mountain range. So there's an eagle flying and a mountain range behind it, and then he's got glasses he got at the line at Disneyland.
Hey,
when they were giving it out.
No, my friend. No, my friend.
Hey, tell me if I'm wrong. We should beat him up.
Yeah.
I would love to just give you a soccer round.
Do you know what?
Just so swirly.
If you beat
So
me
are the
up, I wouldn't
victims.
even care, bro.
So are
Make
the
your feet
victims.
normal.
Nah, I'm
Make
flexible
your feet,
and I
you
want to
malevolent penguin.
I want you to know how flexible I am, dude. And it's on, dude.
God.
Sit down.
Man.
I'm back on Fighter and the Kid,
Okay.
dude. It was last one I did.
Dude, 1997 was
We
the year.
did dummy numbers.
We don't close.
2 shots of the whiskey, need 2 more songs on.
Those shots of the whiskey neat. Look at these shots, bro. Look at these shots. Look at these shots. Those shots of the whiskey neat. You know, you can't see my feet. Those shots of the whiskey neat. Sprinkle some ketamine. Now you can't see your feet. Drag you by your feet. I'm a beat. One way or the other. One way or the other, I'm gonna beat. Don't scream, nobody can hear you. Nobody can hear you scream. 2 shots of the whiskey neat. Get to me. No one can hear you scream. I'm gonna drag you by your feet. Then Chin's gonna make you into chop suey with a bit of kimchi. With these fucking beat up dunks. Come on, man. Please. Please change the shoes, man. Look at the beat up dunks, man. Nah, okay, so I'm not a hater, man. This is a prank. This is a prank. This is just a character. Okay, so it's just a character I'm putting on. This is a character. This is not really me. It's just a character. This is just like me. This is like a sketch. This is a skit. This is a skit. This is a skit. This is 10 minutes of show, but this is what it is, right? Let's do a song. Oh shit.
2 shots of the whiskey, need 2 more songs on the jukebox.
December 6th. Oh, we can't wait, man. Oh, I'm gonna react to that live, man. 2 shots of the whiskey neat. Oh, I can't wait to fucking react to this when it comes out. I can't wait. Oh, God almighty, mate. Chin's confessional. I can't wait. Anyway. Anyway. I'm gonna leave it there. Actually, let's see what they're saying in the comments about it. Let's see. What they're saying in the comments. Let's see the comments. What they're saying in the comments here. Chin, you're a very talented brother, and mad props for sticking around through all the ups and downs of Brendan. Much respect. Sucking him off a bit GAY, but hey, I can't wait for this album to drop. Hopefully you do a what? You want a vinyl of that shit? You want this on vinyl? Okay. Podcast producer and maintenance man. They better be paying you well, Chin. You deserve it. Chin, beyond proud. To shots of the whiskey neat. What? You're proud of that? Also, the artwork on your legs is incredible. Ooh, her panties are wet because of his calves. Yeah, okay, cool. Fair play. Great episode. The BTS of making an album seems crazy meticulous. Bro, they're sitting in the fucking studio trap house. It's not that meticulous, bro. Chin, what's that? Mochara. This was brilliant. Guinness flowing, my brother, as always. Once again, another awesome once again, you know. Lols. Another one. Appreciate all the work you put into great production. Love the content, brother. Been a big fan. Hell yeah, Chin. Simply the best. Yo, some of these guys are redacted, isn't it? You and Brow's album will chart. Nah, this guy's trolling. You guys will chart and be nominated for a Grammy. Mark my words. These tees and hoodies will look amazing on me. And my fiance and large is a perfect fit. We'll make sure. Did he pay for this? Is this a paid view? What kind of language is this? We will make sure to be rocking the merch while we watch y'all collect your first Grammy. This video and all your work you put in. Keep killing it, Chin. Browse is straight fire. Love your content. Good behind the scenes content. Make everyone seem more human and relatable. They love the music, bro. This is the type of content I love to see. Love the videos. This shit is gonna what the shit you get done, champ. Thank you for pitching the ideas to the guys like a stun gun. Very smart of you. Yeah, okay. Live your life. Great job. Send exactly. Yo, Chin. Me and the hoodies. Dub vlog. Shub is a massive human being. Okay, I've never watched one of these. It's very interesting. Yo, Chin. I'm a large. Oh, it's for the hoodies. Okay, I see. That's why I think there's some sort of giveaway, right? Okay, cool. And people are clamoring for those hoodies. Chin, you the man. Chin works so much. She better be making at least 100K minimum. Love you, Chin Su. These shirts are fire. Yo, Chin. 2 shots in the whiskey, neat. 2 shots of the whiskey, neat. Hey. You can't feel your feet. I can hear your heartbeat. Anyway, I have to go, man. I have to go. It's 6:30 in the morning. I have to go, bro. I have to go. I can't listen to this shit no more. It's so fucking shit. Oh my god, man. It's so fucking shit. Anyway, whatever. Yo. Exactly. Big up Coiler, man. Sending this song to my entire contact list at 2 AM. Imagine. Yo, big up the stream chat. Appreciate all of you for hanging in there with me. Thank you. If you've enjoyed the stream so far, make sure you smash the like button down below for me. That'd be greatly appreciated. And yeah, that's it really, innit? You know how the vibe is. Thank you for tuning in. Been a pleasure, never a chore. Don't be a stranger, all that good stuff. And I'll see all of you guys again very, very soon. So thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate all of you. And yeah, man, be safe wherever you're at. You know what it is. Bang your doors. Look after your fucking family members. Take care of your fucking pets and shit and your children. You know, beat your wives over the head with a frying pan if they don't listen to you. Standard shit, you feel me? Big up Coiler, NJ Ranger, I see ya. Buster, what's that? Buster, yeah? Buster Carl, Dun Dotter, thank you for chilling with me. Teju, Banana Cream Pie, Wagwan, you feel me? You know, Gianna, see you. Domo Agro, see ya. Yeah. Super Jello, what's good, my guy? Right? Yeah. Logos Focus, what's good? Everybody, Crash, I see you also. What's happening? Teju, Darksy the Flow, what's good, my guy? Bang your fucking chest. You know how it is. 2 shots on a whiskey, neat. Jack Cool, what's going on? Yeah. Big up everybody in the stream chat. Appreciate all of you, man. Thank you for hanging in there. Always a pleasure, never a chore. And let's get cracking for next time. You feel me? Yeah. So next stream, we're back again, and we'll see what goes on. So yeah, big up everybody in the stream chat. Appreciate all of you. See you all again very, very soon. Take care, my friends. Take fucking